Hi everybody, and welcome to Dice and Dudes, a weekly D&D stream about our 2+ year campaign and the continuing adventures of the Knights of Fate. I'd like to thank Military Gamer Supply for putting us on. Today we're just streaming on Twitch. We'll be back to try streaming next week. I'd also like to thank Davis Tiles and Terrain. They do painting commissions, they do any kind of terrain commission that you want for war games, board games, or role-playing games. They got lots of pictures on their Facebook page, Davis Tiles and Terrain, as well as their Instagram and their, there's another one, I forget. But there's lots of stuff on Davis Tiles and Terrain if you guys want to check it out. Holiday season's coming up. If you know a DM or a fellow player that would love some terrain, hit us up. It's about to start to be the busy season, so the sooner you guys get a word in with Davis House Terrain, get a commission going, the faster you can get it for the holiday season before he gets booked solid. Do we have any announcements for Military Gamer Supply, guys?
There's a Toys for Tots charity Team Yankee tournament coming up on Saturday. We have Friday Night Magic going on on Friday night, not tomorrow night.
We have Friday Standard Night. Friday's Standard and Commander. We normally have F&Ms for Standard, but we'll do F&M for Commander. Just recently, we have started having Dragon Ball Super trading card game tournaments on Sunday. So come down if you want to get your DBZ on. And then
Open Gaming Monday through Sunday. We also have the Nowhere Open GT on December 1st and 2nd for Warhammer 40K. That's about it.
That's about it coming up? Okay. Davis House and Terrain is running a little poll on what the next one of his showcases should be for December. Already gotten a few different suggestions. If there's anything in particular that you wanted to see him make, go on Davis House and Terrain and let him know. There'll be a poll post up here shortly by tomorrow morning after tonight's stream.
Isn't he so humble, referring to himself in the third person?
I have to. I don't like talking about myself. It just sounds weird. Better to talk about the business as a different entity. As we're Dice and Dudes here, man. We're not Davis House and Terrain. That's another guy. That's a different dude. Yeah, that guy makes this stuff. The Dice and Dudes. This David makes
that awesome guy makes awesome terrain. This awesome guy makes awesome campaigns.
That's right. I'm stretching out. There we go. Oh, there we go.
If you do that any harder, you're going to dislocate your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get some real, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We are going to be short a couple of players tonight. Thundergut or Rotmir or Roddy, as well as Triswin or Trissy or Ricky. Both of those players will not be here. Life has officially gotten in the way for a couple of them. It happens on the same day. You all know what it's like when D&D is involved in real life and how things can just come up. But we're going to go ahead and soldier on with just the 5 of us today, instead of having you guys skip a week and wait as the holiday season is coming up. For our next game session next week, we're going to be trying to start at 6 p.m. Mountain Time as opposed to 7, just so that way we can end a little earlier. We do have a special dinner coming up. We got a player who's got to leave early, so we want to try to see if we can still get a full game session in and still accommodate everything else for the holidays. The following week, right before Thanksgiving, you're out of town. Correct?
That is right
before Thanksgiving. The following Thursday or the following Wednesday should be just fine. Everything should be back to normal at that point.
You want to know that I'm sacrificing. I'm going to be driving all night long in the black and the snow. Just because of D&D.
That's what you have to
I
do,
love
man.
you bald bastard.
Right? I know. But you're going to miss the dinner, which is going to suck.
Yeah, well.
We'll see. Hopefully.
I guess we're going to do the dinner.
The dinner's just extra. Alright, but we did have, everyone is leveled up now to level 14. We've had people add some new things to their characters. Some other stuff has been updated. Some special abilities and other things have been updated and changed a little bit. Those of you can look and check to see what those are.
I didn't see anything out of place.
Well, everyone at this table besides Thrakka has had something major change to their character.
Oh, no. Flynn is the same Flynn.
Obnoxious aside.
This thing
No.
is normal. Please
There
ignore.
is one that I'm going to go ahead and just show to you real quick so you can jot this note down because I cannot put this one on VP Beyond. It is not quite that efficient yet, so let me come around here and you can finally know the rest of that ability.
Oh, that's just him, not me.
We're getting all the way, Goober.
I'm going to step out for 2 minutes. I should be right back.
And he was never seen again.
I stab you on the testicle.
No thanks.
You prefer fondled instead?
Yeah, fondling is a lot better than getting stabbed.
Okay.
Okay. And you are currently at 5 days, so you are still fine.
5 days of being a chicken? That's never fine. He has been set on fire for 5 days though, so that's an improvement.
Actually,
record,
that's
that
more
is.
like 9 days at this point. 9, 10
Yeah,
days.
you're not Kentucky Fried, now you're just like lightly broiled. It's an improvement to your constitution. I mean, you did a lot better than old Perry Tinkle over there getting stabbed to death. Literally getting stabbed to death. Oi, this feels kind of weird, isn't it, lass? That's not the type of penetration I'm into, but okay.
The pains of love.
Dominate person, just like,
You're like,
oh,
oh,
I
well,
love.
I'm going to try anything once. Then you wake up and then come back from the dead. Too much.
Too much.
I just got to say, that's my line. Not into it.
Hi, lass, that's a little bit too much there. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, okay. You just get,
Let me see if I wrote them, if I got them all down.
stabbed.
Yes. There's a secondary part to it. And you guys have had enough time at this point for you to see what it is. I know my handwriting is physical and mental.
Oh, okay. Focus. So, kind of like before, but now only half as bad.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Where before it was none. Now it's
It's
in
D&D
this half.
time.
But there's that on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that on top of it.
I want a cool ability.
You already do.
I want a cool ability that helps me.
But that's not what it's supposed to be.
I'm selfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Last time, in our last episode of Dice and Dudes, the party had just awoken from their ordeal with the assassination attempt, which was only foiled by a very well placed resurrection ritual from Perry. Decided that they needed to continue their journey. They needed to figure out exactly just why the wounds upon Perry's body were not going away, and teleported to Kornberg. Though something happened and they teleported about a day's travel outside of town, much further than what they had expected. Heading into town, they had talked to Thribus, an aged gnome that is currently translating the coded Tome of Strahd, and they asked him for his advice on anything that had been happening on Perry. Well, he had told them that he was not entirely aware of exactly what had happened, but his soul had definitely seemed as if it had suffered some kind of taint. Not sure how they would be able to combat that or reverse it, but he didn't appear to be in any immediate danger, so they decided to continue their quest searching for the last piece, or the second of 3 pieces of the doorway needed to find their way back into Barovia. And we ended last game session with them teleporting with their destination being the Kellier camp within the Towering Wood. And we will wait for our other player to get back real quick.
And he was never seen again.
That would be unfortunate.
Violent Betty says Nick is my spot. Is in my spot. I guess
Who
that
says?
Must, I guess that must be
that's
Sonia.
Yeah.
It's
What's her name?
Violent Betty.
Violin.
That's what she gets for skipping.
Indeed. Selfish.
No, so selfish, taking care of her kids.
Yep.
Indeed.
I mean,
Being a responsible adult?
Nope.
What's this nonsense? There's only gaming.
I tried to convince her of that, but she told me no. You know, it's cold and the kids need to survive.
I don't know. I think this is a pretty safe environment for children.
Yeah, give the
Right?
give
All
the
the
kids a
sword
couple of
fighting
packets of Skittles and release
Buckling some
them
squash,
over on
Come
the
on. Just
SPC.
put a helmet on their head and be like, okay, guys, go to town.
You walk out afterwards.
That's how you get children interested in fencing from a young age.
Dude, I'm having to convince my youngest daughter to let me put her in MMA. My oldest is she's great. She wants to do it. But my youngest doesn't want to. She keeps like, no, Daddy, I don't want to. Then I turn around as I hear them screaming, and my youngest is like putting my oldest in a rear naked choke. I'm like, why not?
Fun times.
Don't worry, Kyle. She would have put you in a choke too.
Oh,
Yeah, she could take any of us out right here, right now, man. She'd just like smile at you and make you think she's cute, and then throat punch, take you to the ground and ground
Right
and
to
pound
the
you.
nose. It's a big
That's
target.
why I advocate for tranquilizer darts for children.
Right. Sometimes.
Yeah, if you overdo it, you might.
Well, I gotta say
kill
though, she's super sweet to
That's why
everybody,
you have pre-measured
except her
doses.
sister.
God. Kyle over here about to overdose.
80% of the time, she's really sweet to her sister. But the other 20%, woo! I just realized I look like the biggest hillbilly ever drinking out of a 2-liter. They were $1 a piece at Albertsons. Unpaid promotion. Go get some. All right, we're back and we're going to be ready to start. So, as Flynn finishes the incantation of the spell, the runes floating, the light blue runes hovering in the air around each of you as you stand in a circle that has appeared upon the ground, begins to fade away and you blink. And when you appear, you can hear the soft sounds
Bows being drawn.
of rain falling upon leaves and the sound of small insects and movement in the underbrush of the forest around you.
We're not in the Jordan encampment.
Looking around, you're deep in a heavily forested area.
Well, at least you didn't put us in the middle of the encampment again. I want to freak them the fuck out.
Yeah, is that some kind of problem I meant to put us into the middle of the encampment?
I figured. I want to try and see if I can figure out where we're at.
Roll me a survival check. This is woods, so you do have advantage. Oh.
And there's
It
that
doesn't
natural
matter.
20.
Well, the first roll of the night is a natural 20. This is going to be a great game session for me. Looking around, these are thick ironwood trees. And you recognize this underbrush. You're definitely within the towering wood. But you are nowhere near where the encampment is.
Do I recognize it enough to know how far away we are from the encampment or which direction?
With a natural 20, you know that you guys are probably due east of the encampment, but you guys are a fair day's ride out. In this area of the forest, you have particular mushrooms that grow along the base of the trees, that the further you get into the towering wood, those disappear. And you can see those mushrooms now.
I'll throw enough out.
So you're probably the better part of a day's walk.
Well, good news is he didn't put us too far out from my recollection of this place. I'd say if we go about east, we should,
Thorke, go ahead and roll me a history check, please.
I'll get there. By the way, I'm gonna collect some of these mushrooms.
Oh, you know the mushroom, they're not edible.
16.
But they can be made for a tea, and the tea's decent. It has very mild hallucinogenic effects.
I'm definitely taking the mushrooms in.
But it's not. Eating it just makes your stomach hurt.
Yeah. I'll take a few of the mushrooms in.
When he begins describing where you guys are, due east of the Towering Wood, you guys know in this area, you guys have not been sending patrols for the last few months. About 4 months ago, the first couple of people who died in their sleep, they were the group of rangers that patrolled this area.
So we're in a kind of a sketchy spot. The people that didn't wake up, they patrolled this. This is where it started. So don't go to sleep, Harry. Don't go to sleep.
You know, that sounds a lot like the dreamer that we're looking for.
Oh, yes, this is great. How about we get the hell out of here now?
Wait, though.
You guys notice Tristan and Rotmere are nowhere with you.
Shite.
This isn't new.
But more on that. We don't know exactly where the seals are. This may be a clue.
Yeah, we need to go to the encampment.
Okay, but remember this spot. I'll admit this spot.
Yeah, I'll pee on a tree. Let's go.
Look, a big creepy ass tree in the middle of all the other big creepy ass trees. Okay, I remember this spot well.
Alright, I'll make a note of it.
Well, look, another
But-
creepy ass tree.
Alright, let me...
What, is the ironwood tree particularly tall? Or the
The ironwood trees are very tall. They are coveted for their incredibly dense wood that doesn't decay with age as quickly as other wood does.
Just like Vitae.
This would be a prime spot for logging in the Towering Wood, except it's protected by the Wardens of the Wood and the Gatekeepers, and the random natural and unnatural beasts that call this place home would wreak havoc on any group trying to cultivate these trees.
So, get the hell out of here?
Hey,
Yeah, we get the hell out of here now.
Fly up and take a quick look.
You could jump from tree to tree, making your way up. Once you pass the canopy, you have almost no line of sight to the trees. I mean, it's a few breaks within the foliage that you could see small spots, but the canopy of this forest is dense.
Well, okay then.
Where the encampment was made was specifically made where they could use messenger hawks and familiars to take off and come back from that area. It's one of the largest clearings within the Towering Wood. But the Towering Wood is very feral, very
Can
still
I actually see
natural.
that? Can I see that opening?
You try to go
26 miles away or so.
going up. Go and roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna mount up and head out.
Bakushla, you brought Bakushla with you, right?
Yes.
Even Bakushla's gonna have trouble. She's still moving at well, you have him, so never mind.
Yeah.
She would be moving at half speed, but
We have the bear.
the parry.
would you roll?
I think that amounts to all of a 10.
Okay. It's raining too hard. There's too much cloud cover.
Yeah, 10.
There's a bit of mist that's formed over the canopy of most of where you are, especially when you're looking towards the west where this encampment should be, that shrouds any kind of view of where you guys are heading.
Well, that sucks.
And winter is officially here in this part of the world. This rain is freezing cold.
And I'm getting down below the canopy because,
That's not nearly as wet down here.
Roll me a perception check, please.
That's what the woman tell him.
Yeah, I like this today.
Today.
Today. 16.
16. You see Flynn.
I'm sorry, not 16, 26.
26. Well, okay. You still really see it. You see Flynn pull his robe around him, cross his arms, and you see his breath coming out. You see Thraka. Even Thraka's kind of kind of shifts in his armor, and when Arnos comes down soaking wet, he's trying to get the water off of himself, pulling his cloak around him tighter. You don't feel cold nor wet.
That's a little odd.
You hold your arm out, and water's gently dripping. You guys are pretty deep underneath this canopy, so not a lot of the rain is getting through, but freezing cold droplets are. When you see droplets land on your hand, you don't.
Wet?
Not only do you not feel the cold, you don't feel the droplet touch your hand.
I shake off onto him.
Doesn't feel it. You hear him.
I don't like this, cuss. I mean, I'm kind of liking the fact that I'm not cold like you are. But I'm starting to lose my feeling.
We need to go fix it then, yeah.
Aye,
First step, we go find the druids and find the creepy seals.
agreed.
Yeah.
It's that way. Let's go.
We should do this before food turns to ash in your mouth.
You also know this area, each kind of grid area for a patrol to be in, most patrols tend to have between 3 and 5 rangers. This area is mainly known for the old Dakani Empire era graveyard that's still within this place. Very little of it still stands. There's only at this point just a few walls that stand, and maybe a few gravestones left. I've seen a couple of solitary statues. That's all that's survived the passage of time. That's mainly what this area is known for. And given the directions that he's given you, you're not aware. You've heard of this thing, but you don't know exactly its location. You have a pretty good sense of where its location is, and it's probably about a half day's walk from where you guys are currently.
I know where the next waypoint is, so I'll take point this time. You've been gone for a bit.
Alright.
Plus you're numb, and we don't know what else is numb.
Agreed.
Numb
It is a
skull.
little weird.
He's become so numb.
But, otherly.
On the bright side, he might not be long known as the quick parry anymore, since the sensation is gone.
He can't feel you there.
I was never known as a quick parry.
Yeah, it's a lightning quick parry. My bad.
I only got struck by lightning once.
That was my fault.
All you
Twice.
the only thing you ever know from Perry is there's a loud explosion and then he's done.
Alright, so we're gonna move up.
You could almost say he's got a hair trigger.
So moving to the forest. So you're gonna take point.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a survival check. Are you
And
assisting?
I assist.
So go ahead and roll with advantage.
I get to roll with advantage without you.
You're parry.
20?
20. You know this
21
area
actually, I
fairly
forgot.
well. You actually, in the beginning, when they lost a few of their people, you were placed on a patrol here a couple of times. So you're fairly familiar with the area, and it's fairly simple for you to slowly make your way deeper into the woods, heading towards where you know to be the encampment. You have a pretty good idea, but these woods are tough. This is rough bush,
They're
even
beach.
for rangers. I mean, this is a difficult area to move around in. Makushla even has a lot of problems moving through it. At several points, you have to dismount and allow her to climb with her own way through, and you have to kind of struggle through, and then you can remount, and it takes time. But as you guys are moving through, I would like each of you to go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Ah, well, that's the rule for today. Rule of 2.
28.
11.
11?
Oopsie.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Oh god, that's not a single roll.
Whoopsie.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, 10? Okay.
He
Except
sees
for you know what that
everything.
means for combat.
As you guys are moving through, you have to get off of Makushla at some point, and as you're climbing over a log, you catch movement in the bush before you. Probably about 50 to 60 feet away, you can just make out what looks to be the end of 2 walls that were a part of some sepulcher at some point that are coming together. You can see one running parallel to your sight, another one comes out. You see a couple of solitary statues and old flagstones that have been set into the forest floor. Most of this area appears to have been retaken by the forest itself, but you can still see that there was definitely a man-made structure here, and there is some kind of movement very close to the ruined building.
I'm going to stick the coin in Draka's pocket.
It's a 10-minute ritual.
Ah, crap. Never mind.
Do you guys want to take 10 minutes?
Nope.
Okay.
There's something ahead of us. Yeah.
It's probably the patrols looking out for us.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There's also ruins up ahead.
With your natural 20, definitely was not human. It was far too low to the ground, too small to even be like a wolf. Something smaller.
It's something small.
So like rodents?
Between rodent and wolf. Be very careful.
Like a
Foxes
doggo?
are a sign of good luck.
I'm going to drop my wands
Okay.
and proceed forward
Okay.
Stealthily.
behind Draka.
So Draka's up front. Flynn behind.
Bounce quietly through the trees.
So you break off from them?
Yeah.
About how far?
Not too far, 20, 30 feet.
About 20 feet?
Yeah.
Left or right of them?
Left.
Go straight to the right around them.
Okay. So the two of you coming up the middle as these two move around. As you guys are moving through, you definitely get a sense of what he was talking about. There's definitely some movement. And it's almost like a fairly large bush is shaking and then stops and then shakes again and stops. And are you guys heading straight for where you saw the movement?
Yes.
So once you get close, you have a pretty good beat on it. You can point Thraka in that direction. You guys can slowly make your way over there. Still very difficult. At this point, without his guidance, you guys are moving at half speed.
Yeah.
Is there any undead nearby?
Do you stop to concentrate?
I do.
There is a small blip.
We're around where the motion's coming from? Or
No.
elsewhere?
Almost feels all-encompassing. You can't get a sense of the direction of it. But there's definitely something undead in the area.
I stop for a moment. Can I be sensing myself?
Could you?
Why am I talking to myself?
As you
stop talking out loud to yourself. That's creepy.
As you stop there and you look up, you see what can only be described as a mass of writhing tentacles. Not octopod tentacles. There's no suction cups upon them. They just seem to be thick corded muscle. Each of them ends in what looks to be a small 3-fingered hand that grips onto wood and branches alike. And as it's a flurry of movement that you see as you stare right at the location that Arnos is moving through. And as he moves forward, this thing jumps from the tree. In air, you can see it change from a greenish brown, almost like camouflage, turn into like red corded, almost like muscular sinew in a human body, and latch onto his face.
Oh god, I got hit by a face hugger.
You does a 19 hit your AC.
Only barely.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Why? That's a fail. Hard fail. I'm not going to have you tell me otherwise.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, and hard fail.
That's a hard fail. It's not that one, but you know.
As this thing grabs a hold of your face, it wraps its tentacles around your head, and something bites into the side of your neck, and you feel a warm pulse into your body as warmth begins to spread and then heats up, becoming as hot as fire. You take another 9 points of poison damage.
What was the initial damage?
11 points of piercing damage.
20 total.
So 20 total.
Unless you're immune to poison.
This poison that you feel, the poison coursing through your body, your brain erupts in psychic fire, even more so than the poison in your body. You can feel it within your mind, and it's an instantaneous migraine that affects you. At this point, let me go and show you guys what you're looking at. I'd like you guys to go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
So I guess I don't have enough time to.
Ooh. Nope.
Well,
For some reason, this damn dice have been deciding that rolling off of a higher number onto the low number has been a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
well,
What?
all my good rolls have come back to bite me now.
Right?
Yep, we suck.
Oh, did you use some of the bits from the box?
What?
Some of these
Ooh.
from the mausoleum kit?
Oh yeah, a lot easier on me.
Now would be a good time for the lamp.
This would be a great time for the lamp, but sadly, we don't have the lamp
Lamp's
here
in
today.
the office.
It is? You want to go grab it?
I checked anyway.
Oh, well, this one actually goes on you.
Focus.
You need to wait just a little.
Okay. So at this point, this is where you guys are climbing up and over. This is where Perry is, 20 feet away.
Whatever
And
attached.
this is where Arnos is, 20 feet away.
Whatever attached to Arnold is like,
Finally, chicken! First creature there.
Donovan.
And over
I have.
here is where you saw the movement. Let me make that red so it's easier to see. White on that does not.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not doesn't show up even a little bit. Okay. So, go ahead and roll these. Okay, 20 to 25. Nope.
I don't know what Arnold's got.
18.
No. Arnos, 20 to 25.
Oh, huh? I rolled a full limit. 15 plus
15?
23.
23. 23.
Rearrange
So-
things, so now I know where it is.
You are a player, so you get.
Yeah, really want to hold it up.
Can you check
not
on the
really.
thing
What thing?
to make sure that he's not glaring out?
15 to 20.
I'll leave you for
It doesn't have
I have
anything to glare
18.
Anybody else?
Fine, I'll look at the
15 to
screen.
20. 10 to 15.
10.
6.
No glare.
Well, when
Alrighty.
he has a flashlight on.
That is great. So, starting with Arnos.
Yeah.
This thing is currently grappling you.
That's
Now, with this thing, it is not big enough in order to reduce your speed to 0. This thing is small.
well, yeah.
He said, meat!
What are you going to do?
I think I'm punching myself in the face.
So, you're going to attack the creature?
I guess I'll try and scrape the grapple first.
Yeah, oh, well, breaking the grapple is an action.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, go ahead.
Pull.
Kind of reverse the grapple.
Grapple it
Not
instead.
really.
I mean,
Yeah, not really. That's getting a little too in the minutia of. We're not doing MMA here.
but, you know, I'm a monk. This is kind of my shtick.
True, but it's also grappling a creature made of pure
Yeah,
tentacles.
right.
Shaolin monks are not Bruce Lee.
Shaolin monks are fighting Squidly.
Yes.
Don't Faye.
It's like it's trying to use jujitsu on an octopus.
Arnos' training.
That'd be entertaining.
Don't Faye.
What'd you roll?
Hold on.
Second ingredients.
Athletics or acrobatics? That's a 15.
15? You manage to pull it away from your face, and you go to throw it onto the ground, and it latches onto the tree and stays attached to it.
I'm retreating back to these guys.
So you come back 5, 10, 15, right next to the
Yeah! The hell are those things?
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take the time to use my hunter's knowledge thingy on it.
It's a bonus action, correct?
Oh wait, no, that one's an action. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't like it. I hate it then.
Any other bonus actions? You have a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to put the hunt to use the Slayer's prey on it.
On
The one that attacked me. I assume I can still see it. Yeah.
you can. Okay. So it is now these things' turn. Okay, so the shaking bush that you all saw, you see one of these things come out of it, and it is going to begin moving. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this thing does not move. It's not running. It's like almost rolling along the ground, using its tentacles to pull it forward, pull it through underbrush, over trees, over logs, and just comes right up to you. This thing is insanely quick as it comes up. It is going to go ahead and try to bite you. The first one is a 24.
Yep.
The second one is a natural 1. Is going to miss. So you're gonna, as this thing goes to attack you, one of its tentacles on the back catches onto the tree next to you and pulls it away. You're gonna have advantage on the next attack.
I want to use Entropic Ward to impose disadvantage on it
Okay, you gotta tell me that before I roll.
as a reaction, but yeah.
Yeah, you gotta tell me that before I roll. So I'll take this minus 18. Okay, so natural 20, 18 plus is 26. So no crit. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. And that is 10 piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
This thing's about to fry itself. Uh, 13.
13. Okay, and that is also going to be 10 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Okay, next up is this one. This one continues coming after you this time. Now, it is going to use its entire actions instead of its reaction to try to attack you. Its first one is, okay, that's a natural 20.
Does it do its little psychic thing or whatever?
No, that was something else.
Damn, I was hoping to fry it with the feedback.
Okay, you, that is a 13.
No,
Arnos,
that's-
and a natural 20 is obviously a hit.
No, that one's a miss. He rolled too high.
It just overlapped, it went around.
It was circled right around to a nat 1, I'm sorry.
That is 8 points, 8 plus 8 is 16 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do I have advantage on that?
This is not a spell.
Alright, yeah. Really again? No.
No?
They rolled off an 18 like a shit!
That is 12 points of poison damage. Thraka,
Yep.
you're up.
Is it latched onto me?
No, this is not latched on you.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay. You will have disadvantage because it is adjacent to you.
Okay, then I'll step back first.
You'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Okay. So with its attack of opportunity, a tentacle that looks different from the others, the one that latched onto him, seems to come out of this creature as you go to back up and tries to slash at you. This one appears to be much sharper than the others and drips with a black ichor. That is 16 to hit.
No.
Okay. You can hop back. You want to go back here, or do you want to come back here?
I'll hop like where the one right before that.
Right. Oh, so right here.
Like to the this way a little bit. Yeah, right there.
We do have a laser pen somewhere.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want like Flynn to be near when I.
Okay. So you're attacking this one, correct?
Yeah.
All right,
the one
go
that's
ahead.
been attacking me. It's 3 attacks for Eldritch Blast each one, right?
Yep. You count. It is a cantrip. You get your total character level.
Okay, so plus One of them is 19
That is definitely a hit.
plus 9. Yeah, so that's one hit. The other one is 12.
Miss.
And then 15.
Also a miss. This thing is just so quick. It is moving around. It's hard to get a beat on it. But you do manage to impact it with one of the Eldritch Blasts. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong person. I apologize. The 15 does hit. So go ahead and roll damage twice.
15 hits who?
The creature. 15 does hit.
Okay,
So you're going to roll your damage on that.
This is D10, right? If I recall
That's not a
correctly.
D10. Is it? Yeah, it is.
This one?
I can't even tell. You're pulling the dice down too quick.
That's a D10.
That's a D10.
Sorry.
Go to
So
roll
2d10
twice.
plus
Yep.
4.
No, plus 8.
Yeah.
Plus 4 to each one.
So 8, 7, so that's 15. Plus 8 is 23.
Yep. Alrighty. You managed to blow one of its tentacles clean off of its body. It writhes in pain, and you can all feel like feedback in your brain, almost like static.
Except for me.
No, you can still hear it.
Oh.
want that?
You still have a bonus action if you have anything to take it on.
Let's see, I just gotta look at my bonus actions. No, I'm not gonna do anything
Okay.
right now.
So, go over to Perry.
Yeah. The one that attacked Arnos, that's that one, right?
Yes.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's mark on that one.
And I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Roll to hit.
No, I have 100.
Ah!
I haven't used it once.
Well, good thing that's a 16.
16, but it is a natural 3.
Ah, that's right.
So you're click. Nothing happens.
Can I use the other action or clear?
You can indeed. Go to roll your finger check. With dexterity. Dexterity
Yeah,
plus
22.
22. You managed to open it up, pull the round out, and it's that same problem. It must have been a bad batch of rounds that you made, that the casing is just a little too big.
You need
It's
to
not
step
fitting
up your
snug.
game on the case making. Come on.
I was a little distracted at the time.
You still have a move action.
I am going to. Where did my finger? I'm gonna move up to right there on that side of the tree.
So you come up right here.
Yeah, because they're coming from that direction. I kind of want to put my tree
Alrighty.
between them.
Okay. Let me see real quick. Alrighty. Flynn, where do you?
Firebolt.
On which one?
The one close to me.
This one's adjacent to you, so you'll have disadvantage on the attack. This one is not, so you won't. Wait, you're War Mage, correct?
Mhm.
Never mind.
That's what I thought. 22.
22 against that one is a hit. Damage, please. 3d10. Oh, I was wondering why it was so quiet in here. It was like, what was going on? Where's my cool music?
20 damage.
20 damage?
I knew shit was gonna go down.
Alrighty, so that comes back around to Arnos. Arnos, what are
I'm
you
drawing
doing?
the sun sword. Because why not go for broke?
Bonus action to ignite.
What the hell am I? No, wait, that is sun sword. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be nice. Use them or lose them. Nope. That is a nope. Because none of my d20s like me right now. Every single one of them feels the need to roll super low. And again, no.
Try rolling on the table.
No, I did roll on the table. It went, 19-3. No,
that is two
it's not the
misses.
table. It is absolutely not the table. Fuck
Anything
that.
else?
No, that's it.
Okay, so you stay right there. All right. At this
Movement
point,
seems like a bad idea.
at this point,
My dice have just decided to screw me over this time.
this one from around this side of the tree comes up 5, 10, 15, right up adjacent to you, Perry, and it is going to attempt to attack you twice. That is a 9 and an 8. You manage to see this one coming, and as it slams its tentacles at you, you just step out of the way. It hits nothing but trunk. But as it pulls its tentacles back, you can see it has barbs on it that you didn't notice before, and it tears into the trunk of this tree. This one here is going to bound forward and attack you, Thraka, with its 2 attacks. Thraka, that is a 12 and an 8.
Nope.
Alrighty. Arnos, this one on you is going to go ahead and move around, but it is going to continue to attack you. That is a 16.
Nope.
And a 10.
Alright.
You managed to dance out of the way of that one. These things are fast. They are nothing but muscle and sinew, and they are incredibly strong. But you all are dancing around them expertly. Thraka, we're over to you.
Do I still have a disadvantage right now if I attack from right now?
You do not have War Mage, so if you use a ranged attack at a while you're in melee, you do have disadvantage.
So, hammer no, Eldritch Blast yes.
You mean you need to invert that?
No disadvantage for hammer.
Yeah.
Disadvantage for Eldritch Blast.
What are you going to do, Thraka?
I guess I'll hit it with my hammer.
Alright, so you pull your hammer out and swing.
Then I'm gonna pop for the temp HP.
Okay,
My
so
first
that
one.
is your bonus action.
So
You have 5 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on your next attack. Roll to hit.
nat 20. I'm gonna take that one.
Okay, so go ahead and that's a D8. So 8 plus a D8 plus your 3.
Plus 4.
Plus 4? Why plus 4? Oh, it's a plus 1. So 8 plus a D8 plus 4. So 12 plus a D8.
So 12 plus D8.
No, a D8.
Oh.
It's 12 plus a D8. That's a D10.
You'll find the
You
right
just
one
leave your dice out,
Oh.
man, because put them back up. You're
1.
confusing yourself. So 13 damage for that one.
You didn't roll higher on any of those dice.
Alrighty. That ends Thraka's turn.
How did it respond to the hammer lightning?
What is your passive perception?
19?
18.
Passive perception, 15.
18.
Okay. Alrighty.
No, never mind. 11. My bad. I read the wrong.
Okay. So, Perry,
Aye.
I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a hard no.
Right? 7. It's doing the same thing they
A
did to
7?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this
Let me
game.
pull this
You could
up
give me
real
an
quick.
advantage against all these enemies. I might be still be missing.
Let me pull this up real fast.
That's a
I need to get the exact wording of this. Go ahead and roll me a d10, please.
Where'd it go?
right there.
Right? 2?
A 2. You suddenly just have your mind filled with the sound of almost like 10,000 bees buzzing between your ears. And you stand there staring out into nothing, still holding a weapon that you barely closed the breach on. That is your turn. Flynn, we're over to you. I need you to start your turn with a wisdom saving throw, please.
19 plus.
19 plus is definitely a pass.
It's not going to go too well for us.
And I'm done with this. I'm going greater invisibility.
Okay.
Blink.
And I have something for that. There you are.
You're a Tonka toy.
Then I'm gonna fly 30 feet that way. Because I'm invisible, so nobody knows.
Well, they both get attack of opportunity against you.
Where's my Kushla?
I assume with disadvantage, though.
Nope.
Seriously?
Yep.
Well,
First one. Oh, okay.
They are playing
9
cricket.
No! Something actually missed me.
and a 21.
Hit.
Okay, so that is. Let me pull it up. That is 14. I'm sorry, 18 points of psychic damage.
Oh, goody.
Has one of them just rakes you. They react to you as if you were just as visible as Throck or the rest of them were.
Yay! Worthless. Alright, do I see anything else where I'm at?
You're gonna. Let you spend your bonus action to do a perception check.
That's an 11.
Your mind is just too messed up from that instant migraine that you got from this creature hitting you. And it just barely begins to fade away. So that is your bonus, your move, and your action.
Alright, grab it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have. You did a what?
What?
So that's it for your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So coming back around
20
to
feet up.
arms.
So.
20 feet up? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got something for that too.
He gave you a flight stand.
Unfortunately, your flight stands are kind of cumbersome.
They are. Thanks, Kyle. I only made them.
Yeah.
Dick.
Make them better.
Dick.
Wow. Well, considering they cost me like 2 cents each to make, I mean, I can't really say much. Arnos, I need you to start your turn with a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yay. It'll actually be nice this time. Hey, look, it's actually nice this time. That's a 17 plus.
That
20.
is
Totally
a pass.
Well, that's that. First swing at this damn creature.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a 20.
That is a hit. Damage, please.
Figured I don't have a sneak attack on these things.
You do not, sadly.
That is decent damage. 10, 17. That is a 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right, next attack.
Yeah, right. Get rid of these. That is a 14.
14 is barely a miss. Your first one burns it so badly as the blade from the sun sword chars its flesh with radiant energy. You hear that scream in your mind again, and your second attack, it flattens to the ground and you swing straight over it.
Are they just?
It is these things' turns now.
Scooty, Scooty. Saving it some booty.
Okay. Arnos, you see this one come around from this tree back here. Arnos? And this one comes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
That's fun.
And that one is going to swing at you. Well, the other one harries you. Oh, so the first attack is 11.
Yay!
And the second attack is a 22.
Yeah, it won't hit.
Or 21. Does that matter?
Will still hit.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, please.
Eh.
And that is 7 piercing damage.
It's finally rolling from low numbers to high numbers. That's nice. That's a pass on the con. It's a nat 19. It better pass.
Oh, yeah, that's a pass.
Once again, I'm up at a distance.
So that is 7 points of piercing damage. The next one on you, Thraka, as you stand there. First attack is a 20.
Nope.
Second attack is a 24.
Yes.
Okay. So Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh, 16 plus 3 is...
7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You can feel that warm poison fill your body again, but this time you manage to just shrug it off. You are still in your mind enough that you understand this thing's attacking you, so it does not have advantage to hit you. First attack is a natural 20. Second attack is an 8.
Oh, I wish I had that adamantine chain armor now.
Constitution saving throw,
Right.
please. Oh wow, max and max.
12?
12. That is 20 points of piercing damage.
12. Alright.
So half.
Okay.
And 8 points of poison damage.
Not halved.
Alrighty. Draka, I need you to start your turn with a wisdom saving throw, please.
If it's the psychic attack, I have resistance to it, and I'm immune to mind reading.
Nope.
Okay.
What are you immune to exactly?
Let's see here. Just let me find it.
I know you have resistance against psychic damage.
Your thoughts can't be read by telepathy or other means unless you allow it. You have resistance to psychic damage. Whenever a creature deals psychic damage to you, that creature takes the same amount of damage that you do.
No, this is not psychic damage. So, what's your wisdom saving throw?
11.
11? Okay, I need you to roll a... Let me double check. Yep, I need you to roll a d10, please.
4.
4. You stare into space, standing still and doing nothing. Same thing, there's like 1,000 bees between your ears. You are the first one to see the moss that is on this tree is not moss. You see it begin to move and collect itself into a pile of what looks to be just foliage, almost like a mulch pile, and tendrils come out from its body 15 feet at one at you, one at you, 2 at you. So the 2 at Arnos, that is a 14.
Nope.
And a 25.
That was it.
And the one at you, that is an 11.
I gotta be honest, you are allowed to miss both attacks.
I
More
know I
often!
Oh, well, okay, hey, I rolled really bad on damage. Does that help? 14 acid damage.
Oh, that's nice.
Big one.
I did too.
Okay, Perry,
Hey,
I need you to go ahead and roll me a d10.
There we go.
a D10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a wisdom.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the end of your last turn, you would have gotten an additional wisdom saving throw. Go ahead. You would have gotten a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Please roll it.
Damn it! 11.
7.
No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. Okay, so wisdom saving throw at the start of your turn.
Oh, okay.
That's worse.
I'll go with the 11.
Okay, 11?
Yeah.
Roll a d10.
I figured it was the same. 4.
4. Same thing. You're this buzzing in your mind is occupying every thought you've ever had. Flynn, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
17.
17. You hear it. It's not as bad as it was for them. You can still act, but your next roll has disadvantage on it.
Okay. Fireball? Fireball.
Where?
Middle of the pile. Awful.
Right here?
Back it up so don't hit Thraka.
You can
if he
see.
makes a save, he'll be
you can
okay.
see right here.
Yeah,
It'd be 5, 10, 15, 20. He'd be out of it. You'd only get those 2 though. You'd miss this and this.
back me up and then drop it
So you want to come around
straight this way.
straight this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then drop it in here. So
Okay, so you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, so you could drop it right here.
Yep.
Okay, then I need a saving throw from Arnos, please.
Huh?
Well, looks like I might have passed.
And these things need
Yeah,
saving
I
throws. What is your
There you
DC?
go. 19.
Yeah, barely.
That
55%
is-
chance to fail that.
See, don't worry about it.
And
And you know,
Fail.
you can tell me to move and hold your
pass,
turn.
I could.
You need to start doing that.
fail, and then this one. That is a pass. Okay, so go ahead. What's your damage?
34.
Okay, so 34 is 17. That will destroy that one. 17 equals... Okay, and then the other 4, and then... Okay.
Double tap. With the
Okay.
wand.
With the wand.
DC 15.
Okay. That is a pass. That is
Nope.
a pass.
You failed the DC
That is a
15.
pass.
You need to quit assuming people have your luck.
This may be
Some hunter blesses all.
My dice
so
were only
damage?
shit all night.
30.
30? So 30 damage to you?
Uh-huh.
15.
Or 15 to you?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm. Wee, pretty.
That ends the round. Arnos.
I got one of them.
Zephyr Strike, I'm running away from that because I'm getting tired of being surrounded and being blasted by fucking fireballs!
Only one of them hit you, and it was only a measly amount of damage.
At this point, it really doesn't matter where I go. Put me on these hills over here.
Where?
Zephyr's, yeah, over there. On these hills right there.
Right here?
And
If
I'm
you-
shooting the one that I've been shooting.
If you line up with Thraka, that will concentrate them for AoEs better.
I suppose I could land on the tree. The only thing I'm interested in is getting away from whatever the hell's forcing me to make saving throws.
Oh,
And
sorry.
then-
At the start of your turn, I need a wisdom saving throw. Thank you for reminding me.
I think I'm good. That is a 16.
16. The buzzing and droning in your head is not quite as bad, but you do have disadvantage on your next attack ability or saving throw.
There. What is it? Whichever one occurs first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I don't have an advantage on the strike. Fuck those guys. Damn.
I'm sorry, not saving throw. It's attack, ability check, or...
At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm still shooting. at the
No,
damn
and
thing.
saving throw.
That is a 16.
16. You're attacking the same one you've been attacking?
Yeah, the one with
That
the-
is a hit. Damage, please.
That is 9. Okay, so 13 points of damage, piercing.
Okay. And next attack?
Yeah.
Saving throw modifiers. Would that apply in this situation?
I'd say that one's a hit. That's a lot greater than the previous one.
What does it say?
23
Right,
for 8 points of damage.
And that will end that one.
+1 bonus on save.
You're a jackass plant.
It's already in your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's use those numbers because it's all added up already.
Well, no, but this is against plants that are magically created or manipulated.
Oh, it's not actually a plant. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
It's something
squiggly.
else. It's something else. So it is these creatures.
It looked like moss, but it's a
and
horrible
this
squid.
one was going after you. So it is going to keep going after you. That is a 10
No.
and a 12.
Wow, fun.
All right.
They can hit me from down there? Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah, it's got a 10-foot reach.
Oh, okay.
And this one on you,
Mm-hmm.
Rolls damage.
Oh, shit.
that is
It's
a
only
18
4.
Match.
and a 2.
Damn it.
So I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
They passed their saves.
That was
Fine.
cocked.
So 9 points of piercing damage.
And then Constitution is 9.
9.
It would only have been
So-
one anyway, so.
You said 9 points of
9
damage?
points of piercing damage and 8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Thraka, I need you to start your turn with a saving throw, please.
Pass it.
15.
15. Now you can act, but you still hear that buzzing. But you managed to push most of it into the background, so you can still see what's happening in front of you.
Can you come up beside Perry and help him out, but not getting inside my radius?
Yeah, I'm gonna step outside of his radius, but where I can help out.
Gonna come over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Swing with your hammer.
I'm gonna step just
Or are you gonna move-
like one step away so I'm not in combat, so I can
Okay.
throw Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll 3.
Um, 17, 17, and then 13.
17 hits. 13 does not.
Okay.
Damage, please.
2d10.
2d10 plus 8.
Eight plus 8 is 16.
Okay. Alrighty. It is now this thing's turn. And this thing does not like you attacking it. So right now you are the biggest threat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to stay there. And it is going to swing at you with its 3 tentacles.
Even though I'm 20 feet in the air.
It had to get closer, so it's moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I can get right under you. And it is going to swing at you 3 times. That is a 10,
Miss?
20,
Hit.
and a 15.
Hit.
Okay.
That went from. Ow. Ow.
That is 10, 15, that is 19 plus 29, 32. That is 36 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
And Perry, I need to start your turn. You are out of the range, so no. That buzzing is suddenly gone out of your head. And you see this thing in front of you.
Do I see the other one though? This one?
Oh yeah, it clears day. It's literally attacking nothing, but you see acid sizzling in the air. But it doesn't seem to be attacking anything. You can put 2 and 2 together and assume,
That it's moved away, that the buzzing's gone?
well, that and that it's attacking
Oh yeah.
an invisible flame.
Fucking. I'm gonna move myself right there.
Okay. You will provoke an attack of opportunity?
With disadvantage.
Yep. Good thing is disadvantage. That is a 17.
Miss!
Alright.
I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark over to the
Alrighty.
that thingy. And I'm gonna take a shot at it. 24.
24 is a hit. Damage, please.
That is. That would be 15 plus. Look on this. Make sure I get it right. Okay. 23.
23 points of damage.
I'm gonna take my second shot at it as well.
Roll a hit.
19 plus.
That is a hit. Damage.
Alright.
When you don't backfire, you actually do work.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Also, when you don't get stabbed to death, you do work.
Right, so that's 12 plus 5 is
17.
17 points of damage.
Alrighty. You are blowing entire sections out of this creature's body, and it hits the ground and sizzles on the ground, killing whatever foliage is beneath it, leaving thick brown spots all over the ground for every section its blood touches. You still have a... Nope, that is your entire turn. You still have movement if you'd like to take it.
I'm fine.
Okay, Flynn, I need a wisdom saving throw to start your turn.
Pass.
18 plus, that is a pass.
19 plus. Mirror image quickened 30 feet straight up.
Okay,
And then standard action fireball straight down.
okay.
Oh, look at the ones.
That's what you hit that.
At least it's not there.
28.
Oh, I know you roll all of them pretty good.
14 halved, 7 quartered.
Okay. Then that's going to end the round. Arnos, we are back to you.
Yay.
You did that on the DC 15, right?
Yeah. It rolled a 19.
I'm just making sure you did it on the right DC. Because I have different DCs.
Yes, you do.
Sun Sword and Slash example.
Hey, those won't be good for you when you're rolling slave bearers against them.
Beef? Nat 1? Fucking really?
You need some new dice.
Yeah, you can say that all you damn well please. These guys have rolled fine before.
We sell dice at military game supply.
You can go on and on about it all you like, but dice are dice. They will find a way to hate you or love you. Regardless. And I rolled minimum damage.
Hey, but at least you hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
For all the good it's going to do if I get grappled or just die, because, I am almost.
I'm not coming down.
You know, it's a sign of a cry of help if you start to anthropomorphize inanimate objects.
Okay.
AKA
Are you
Wilson
moving or
does.
anything?
So every single person in this
Are you
room
moving
is crying for
anything?
help. I'm moving up.
So you're gonna fly up?
Yeah, it can't. No, it doesn't.
What?
I've got Zephyr Strike.
Oh, so you're casting it again?
No, it stays on me for a minute.
You sure?
Yeah, it's the bonus speed and the damage that only lasts one round. Already expended those, but the no provocation remains for a good minute.
That's cool. I want Zephyr Strike. Dice of opportunity suck.
I almost took it.
That is the entire reason why I took it. I want to be able to get away from this nonsense. It's like, screw this, bye.
Yeah, as long as you're concentrating on it.
And he hasn't actually damaged me since I cast it, so.
Nope, he has not.
So I am now flying up and away from that douchebag.
Turn and run straight at Perry.
Motherfucking arms!
Perry, that is a 19
That's a hit.
and a 20.
You say as it's
Fuck.
You say as it's raining red in that
please.
spot.
Fuck! That is an 8 for the first one,
Nope.
and a 4 for the second one.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, so you take 18 piercing damage.
I would like to
Alright.
introduce you to my wall.
So 9
Uh-huh.
and 23 poison damage.
So,
And Thraka,
32 total.
the one on you, he's going to make his 2 attacks. That is a 25
Yep.
and a 22.
Yep.
I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
I got 23.
Not anymore.
very, very fortunate.
21.
That those other attacks missed.
One's a 13 and one's a 17.
Okay.
Well, I get +1 for the thing, don't I?
It's already added in the character sheet.
Okay.
That is 18 points of piercing damage. And you passed one, failed the other. So that is 7 points of poison damage.
So 18 + 7 is 25.
Yes, sir. Thraka, we're on you.
1 second. Calculator because I don't do math anymore. Bonus action
That is
pop.
no way to get better at it.
Bonus action pop in the temp health and advantage.
We'll roll a d10. +4.
No, I'm talking about the second.
Oh, you mean you already have the 5 temporary hit points. It doesn't stack.
It just went away.
Oh, okay, so yeah. So the 5 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on your next melee attack.
And then I'm gonna smash a little bastard.
Roll a hit.
18 + 9
That is a hit.
27.
1d8 + 4.
Yep.
7 + 4 is 11.
Okay.
See, you do math, buddy.
Alrighty. Thraka, are you going to move?
Yeah, back away from the little son of a bitch.
He will get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Where are you moving? Here?
On top of the tree.
So you're going to try to climb the tree?
Yeah. That's
Okay, so you go 5, 10, 15. You can get about 5 feet up the tree.
Then never mind, I'm just gonna stay next to the tree.
Stand next to it? Okay. So it's going to take its attack of opportunity. That is 15 + 8 is a 23.
Yep.
So that is... You have resistance to psychic damage, so you take 5 points of psychic damage. And you said when they deal psychic damage, it takes
The same amount back.
the same amount back? Okay. It is immune to psychic damage, so... Sorry.
Eh.
Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong card. This one is not immune to psychic damage.
It
I'm
has
looking
no
at the wrong
brain,
card.
and yet it must think.
Jiggle.
So, okay.
That was a jelly, thank you.
Alrighty. It is this thing's turn, and this thing, since you are too high up,
Maybe they'll teach a little bastard lesson about trying to get in my
5,
head.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and it's going to go ahead and use its bonus action to hide. Alrighty. Keep that right there. Okay, Perry. I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
You know I didn't say how high I was going up.
You said 30 feet.
Did I say 30 feet up?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
you said
know.
30 feet. You said 30 feet straight up.
17.
17.
Oh, yeah.
As before, it doesn't completely crowd your mind. You still hear the buzzing, but you manage to push most of it away. Your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw has disadvantage.
Huh.
Oh, that you do this turn.
Alright. I am.
Do I not like that one? No, I haven't put it on that one yet.
I am running away from that thing right there.
You're gonna run away? Where are you going?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here.
Right here?
Spread them out.
Okay.
Disadvantage,
You
right?
mother... A natural 20 and a 6. So 12.
Miss.
Okay.
It would have hit me.
Yes, it would have.
And I'm going to take a shot at the one that was attacking me.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Natural 1 since it's with disadvantage.
Boom.
Back.
You take 7 points of fire damage. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to pull out the crossbow and take
Okay.
another shot at it. But
Roll-
not with
roll the hit.
disadvantage.
Not with disadvantage.
16 plus 13.
That's a hit damage, please.
Damage. 1d8. That's
8.
8 plus. I'm gonna make it a grasping shot. So 2d6 poison damage.
Okay.
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet. And it takes damage if it moves. Ha! Max damage.
Max damage. Well,
12.
that finally did enough.
Oh, well, I just wanted to hold it there, but that'll work.
You're holding it there permanently as it parts of the rock reach up and grasp the creature, begin crushing and pulling it down, and you hear a sickening as it just comes apart.
Ninja, bitch!
Flynn.
Double boomer in between the two. have rocket range.
Roll me a perception check, please.
Yeah, that would be a 23.
You have no idea where the thing went. It disappeared around the tree. You have no idea where it is.
Double boomer right after the tree. Gets a little bastard in there.
Okay, so where? Here?
Just outside its rocket range.
Okay, so that's going to put it,
1 square back, I think.
go 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can put it right there.
Yep. Wand it. And quicken the other one.
Okay. That's going to be a pass. And definitely a pass. We'll go with the other one. Another pass. And another pass. Damage, please.
Nobody fails saves. 27 for the first one. 30 for the first one, sorry.
Okay, that's still going to kill that one.
And 28 for the second one.
Okay.
Could you fail a save, please? Just one save.
It's hard when I have advantage. Really hard. Are you going to move?
Hell no. I'm not
Okay.
getting anywhere near that
Arnos.
shit. Actually, push me 30 feet.
Can I
Diagonally this
see
way.
Which one?
which of these?
Yeah.
Which of these enemies can I actually see?
Looks like he just incinerated the last one.
Guess I'll just take a look around because I'm pretty sure there were 3 or 4 of these things.
Roll a perception check.
I don't know how many have died. I've watched 2 die. That it? Why? Why would you fucking do that?
I saw it too.
That's a 9.
Looks like he burned up the last one.
Okay.
Guess
I'm landing back over it.
Move him from the board because nobody currently knows where he is,
Guess I'm gonna go land near Thraka.
except for you.
Yeah.
So you go land near Thraka. Right there.
Yeah. Guess that works.
Okay.
I'm landing on a rock.
Then that. Thraka, I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
18.
18. You hear it, but this time you manage to push it out of your mind completely.
Okay, and am I as a bonus action able to like look to see if I can see it, or is that?
You saw the thing moving and it move around the tree. Go and roll a perception check.
Nope.
That instantaneous fireball just coming off, it clouded your vision. You had to shield your eyes and look back. If it's there, you can't see it.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
But do I know the general area it's in?
Nope.
Right behind the tree?
You know it moved, and then it looks like the foliage around it. You're not entirely sure where it is.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use one of my spell slots finally. In that bunch of foliage.
It's in the very back of your book. And what are you going to use?
I'm going to use Evard's Black Tentacles.
Okay.
And I'll pull up it's a
What the EO?
90
where are you dropping it? Wait, the black tentacles, aren't those surrounding you?
No.
Nope.
It's a 20-foot square tentacle ring.
Where are you at? Spells.
I'll find it.
So, Scorpionk ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that you can see within range. For that duration, these tentacles turn the ground to an area into difficult terrain. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts to turn here, the creature must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained until the spell ends. A creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6. And it must... a creature restrained by tentacles can use this action to make a strength or dexterity check against your spell save DC. On a success, it saves itself.
So the tentacles are
Spell it.
raping the tentacles. EVARDS.
I don't even see it here. It's not even in here.
It's on Nick's spell.
Okay. Yeah, I'm even spelling it. It's weird. Okay, so... Okay, so where are you going to drop it? No, don't worry about that. Just show me the point where you're going to put it.
20-foot
Pointer.
square.
Oh, that is Evard's black tentacles.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's going to be right in front of you. So just in that area there.
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking run for me. Get hentai.
Target identified.
Get perverted?
Is that all you're doing?
I'm not sure where I'm at, yeah.
You're good where you're at?
Yeah.
You're clearly in a very dark place. Summoning up all those tentacles.
What does it do on a success? Anything?
Nothing.
On success, or it doesn't get restrained or anything. But the thing is, it starts its turn in an area and is already restrained, so it's not already restrained. But
Success ignores it. It just.
but it still has difficult terrain for it.
Okay. So this thing is going to have 5,
Either way, it flushes it out.
20, and it is going to attack you 3 times with its tentacles.
Hey, flush it out though.
It makes it visible, I assume.
You did.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to do.
That is a 24,
Yep.
a 29,
Yep.
and a 20.
No.
That is 12, 21, 12, 40 points of acid damage.
I got lucky.
I rolled really bad. Perry, I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
13. Roll a d10.
The squiggly over there didn't like the squiggly. that I
6.
put out.
6. Okay, let me see what that one is.
Not squiggle, the squiggly. It's like hiding like whoa, all of a sudden a bunch of whoa happens like whoa.
You hentai'd the hentai, you sick bastard.
Hey, it works.
It's
You
anti-ception.
stand there staring at this creature, just staring at it as that buzzing once again takes over your mind.
Fucking
Where'd I
A.
go? Wait a minute. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. I went there.
Flynn,
I think broke a 17 on its save.
roll a perception check.
That's impressive.
12.
All you saw was it go up and over that area. You can't see where it is.
Cool. Well, when in doubt, nuke it. Fireball.
Where?
Wand. Split the difference between Parry and Thraka so I don't hit either.
There's no possible way to drop it in this area without hitting one of them.
Parry's got evasion.
No, I don't.
I'm the only one here with evasion.
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
Okay, Perry, saving throw.
If you kill me.
Don't worry. I roll
That's a-
lots of ones.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
14?
No.
Fail.
15.
Damage.
I rolled a 2.
Don't worry. I rolled lots of ones, dude. That is a mighty 16 damage.
So 16 damage to you.
And it passed. So it takes it.
I'm getting
What
up
is
there.
everyone
Any other
still
actions?
shooting at?
I'm going to hover this way a bit.
I'm getting up there with you.
Right.
And how high in the air are you?
50 feet.
Not a club you want
50
to be
feet.
a part of.
So you're only able to move half speed because you're moving through foliage up in trees.
Okay, I'll come down to about 30 feet.
Okay.
He's like up there in the trees. Whoosh, ah, whoosh, ah.
Yeah,
This
right.
is not fun. This is bad.
Arnos.
What is everyone shooting at? I'm gonna go fly up and hang from one of the a tree limb from by my feet.
Like a bat.
Well, I've got
Up
the
on
feet-
this tree?
I've got the feet for it. I don't know, branches. I need branches.
So up on that tree.
Yeah.
Hanging upside down. Like, what are we firing at?
So a bonus action, roll me a perception check.
Yeah.
No, at that point where you get direct line of sight, you can see this thing moving.
Oh,
You can
well,
tell
that's
where
a-
if this
thanks
thing,
for making me waste a
if this
19.
thing is not moving, it is completely indistinguishable from the foliage around it. I mean, completely.
So I know where it is.
Yeah, you can see a form moving.
Okay, I'll put an arrow on it.
Roll a hit.
Yay! That's it. Does it know that I know it's there? Do I have advantage?
You do not.
I don't.
Dude, you can see me.
That would be way too
Right.
generous. That wasn't a correct. They can keep track of all the targets. Slayer's Mark. Wait, no,
Invisibility.
you wasted my bonus action for saving.
Yes, I did.
Natural 20, fuck you.
So max damage is 6 plus your roll.
6 plus all of 6 plus 8. That's 14.
14 damage. All right.
It's right there, and I'm taking another attack.
Roll a hit.
Too bad this one's not going to do much damage.
20.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it's a natural 18 for a total of 6
That is
damage.
definitely a hit. Damage?
6 damage.
6 damage.
Pluck, pluck. There's now 2 arrows sticking out of it.
There, its rising mass snaps the arrow shafts and begins.
I was
almost
going to
mulching it
recover
with it.
those, you complete jackass.
You were definitely gonna try. Sorry, I gotta interrupt real quick. At the beginning of your turn, I do need a wisdom saving throw.
Might be prepared to take that damage back. Stop it! That is all of a 14.
14.
Sure.
So you still got it, but you have will put disadvantage on your first attack. Go and roll the second attack again. I'll be nice. I'll let you keep it correct.
Well, that is still a 15.
15 is a miss, so I'll remove that damage. Okay. Thraka, I need a wisdom saving throw. And welcome back, back from our break, and let's go ahead and dive back into today's game session. So, you all spend a couple of hours, or a little over an hour, resting under the boughs of a very large tree. You're now ready to continue your journey. What are you all going to do?
Head towards the encampment as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. as you guys begin heading out into the forest, who is leading the way here?
That's still me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your survival check.
With
His help
advantage?
is at advantage.
I say Perry leads the way. He's much better at this.
Well, I usually am.
Well,
I'm good at fun things.
So I'm just going to use my telepathy and everything to just give him like a mental image, like lay it out better than I could with just like normal words. Just kind of like shove the information into his head.
Right.
Because telepathy isn't held by physical means.
Huh, that's a lot like
So that would give him advantage, right? Since I'm helping him.
Yeah,
I
he
have-
has
Yeah,
advantage.
but he already has advantage.
Triple advantage.
Nope.
Double secret advantage.
Double secret dodeca detention.
Oh god.
22.
22. You find the path that you guys were on before again fairly quickly. With that roll, you can figure you're probably about another 4.5 hours of walking away,
What time
which
is
is
it?
going to put you guys in just before nightfall. And the nights are getting much earlier here. The sun is setting much earlier. And with how gray and dreary it is right now, it's hard to tell the exact time, but it is already starting to slowly kind of darken on the day.
Huh. Well, we're kind of close to half a day away. Should probably pick it up.
Okay?
Yeah.
As you guys begin heading deeper into the forest,
Are these mine?
it's not
Living
too
on the
difficult in order to for you to find your way. And after a few hours of walking, you begin to see familiar sights. You see passages that you've come through. You recognize markers that the gatekeepers and wardens of the wood use to move about this area. Normally you would have seen these much further away from camp, but in the area that you were, it seemed as if it had been untouched for probably months. With how quickly this forest regrows, it was probably reclaimed very quickly.
Huh. Larka, these marks that are usually here, why didn't I see them before? Do you guys not travel back in that other area?
We stopped going back that way after people started going to sleep. That was a whole section of our patrols that were just gone.
Huh. So basically that area is pretty much unpatrolled.
Pretty much.
That's probably why those creepy tentacle things were attacking us.
Probably. There's always so much manpower out in the woods.
Aye. Well, maybe we can.
Well,
Maybe.
let's not spend the night out here.
Yeah, aye. Maybe after we're done with this, I'm gonna come back and help you guys. Or help them all. They need a good ranger.
You all can feel the rain is picking up. It's getting colder as well. As you guys move further and further in, you as well begin to pick up on the little nuances that the rangers leave, the little markers for themselves. And you can tell you're probably about another hour's walk away from the camp.
If you didn't, I'd point them out to him.
From Kelgir camp.
Push the pace.
Okay. As you guys continue to move on, it's tiring. Your legs are sore. Trying to move through this place and just the sheer amount of physical exertion it takes to be able to move in this environment. Thankfully, with Perry in your group, he's able to pick out paths that make it much easier to travel through. Without him, it probably would have taken you guys at least having to camp one time, heading to Kegliar, or Kelgiar, sorry. You guys would have had to camp at least once. But with Perry's aid, you all finally can see the outer walls of the camp. Stacked stone bricks that are covered in ivy, algae, and other natural growths that make the walls almost completely, they look almost completely natural in part of the forest. The forest has attempted to retake this particular area, and what was once a closed air keep has slowly crumbled over the years and become an open air camp. as you all begin to get closer, I would like each of you to roll me perception checks, please.
14.
21.
And that is a 14.
22.
22. You two, as you guys are getting closer to the wall, you hear ever so slightly a rustling of bush. As you look over in that direction, all you see is a raised bow with arrow at the ready and two eyes looking out from a ghillie suit as they stare at you. They point it directly at your chest as you turn. What are you doing here?
I came back.
Who are you?
I'm Perry the Ranger. It's been a while.
Looks over the four of you. See if you recognize it. As his eyes glance over at Thraka, he kind of lowers the bow a bit. You back?
Yeah, it's been rough, but I'm back.
He lowers the bow. I heard you went to the Demon Wastes.
Yeah, to help some chickens reclaim their sovereignty. It sucked.
Chickens?
His people, chickens.
Pay him no mind.
No idea what he is, but okay. Are you alright?
I'm tired, brother. I'm tired as shit.
You must be if you're prattling on about chickens.
Yeah. Have we had more issues with little tentacle monsters?
I would have assumed you guys were coming back the other way from the Demon Waste.
Oh, we teleported from one place to another place, and then teleportation. We're supposed to land in the encampment, but teleportation's going screwy, so here we are.
He just kind of blinks at you for a moment. Okay, well,
You remember a few months back when we just showed up out of nowhere?
I wasn't there for that.
Oh.
Though I'm surprised you all came through the Witchwood, but I'm glad to see you made it.
I don't know, it's not exactly a fun thing to do. I see that the patrols are a bit lax over there.
Well,
they
we're
don't wanna get-
lacking on manpower.
They don't want to get eaten by plants.
I don't blame them.
We're not scared of any damn plants. What we're short on is people, not guts.
No, I understand.
I can see why you're going crazy talking about chickens with this guy here.
Pretty much.
Come on. As he turns around and begins making his way toward the camp, he kind of shrugs off this almost blanket of foliage that he had painstakingly knitted together. He just kind of leaves it on the ground, and you can tell he probably hasn't bathed in a few weeks. He's got dung on his face to cover any of the light spots. Any piece of metal that he has that has been painted dark or covered with leather or fabric in order to prevent it from glinting. Pretty good at his tradecraft. As you all follow him in, you're a good 15 minutes away at this point from the encampment. You don't approach it directly from the direction that you guys are. You guys kind of go around it. You know why, as a lot of the area around the encampment itself is heavily trapped. Heavily trapped. So he takes you on a path in order to avoid most of that, one you're pretty familiar with. And as he comes around to the gate, he calls it, "Oi! Open up. It's Eric." Guy looks down. "Hey, Thraka."
What's up, buddy?
Gate is pulled open, and you all are, allowed inside. As much as the first time you guys came in here, it was very tense. Everyone was on edge. That vibe has not left this place. It's still very much, you can feel the tension in the air. You can feel the apprehension. Eyes darting back and forth from various rangers as they move about the encampment. The encampment itself, at one time, was a four-walled, four-towered keep. Each of the towers of the keep itself have crumbled inward over centuries. The roof itself long since collapsed, and most of that rubble has been cleared out. This is basically an open air encampment with 4 still crumbling stone walls that are constantly repaired by warriors who don't know much about masonry. So they're doing their best with what they have, but it is still basically falling apart around them. The entire place is open area. The center of it is more used for gathering areas, food areas, things of that nature. And around the sides, where there's still a little bit of the gabled roofs of the old keep left over, that's where most of the quarters are, where most of the food and other supplies are stored. There is maybe half of the people within the camp that you all encountered last time. It is not nearly as populated. You see maybe 6 people that man the walls when there was probably double that the last time you were here, and there is very few people milling about the main area.
Time hasn't been good to this place, has it?
It's getting worse.
I think I might know what is going on.
You can really see now, though the one you're talking to, his eyes are bloodshot. Though he still moves with purpose, he seems a little sluggish. As you watch the other people as they move about camp, even the blacksmith who's pounding away on a piece of metal with a cloth over, trying to deaden most of the sound, you can see his eyes are bloodshot. You can see he's weary, his shoulders sag under an enormous amount of apprehension and tension. The entire air of this place is one of fear.
You guys been getting a lot of attacks lately?
Not one.
Multiple?
No, not a single attack. We haven't been touched here in better part of a year.
Oh, why you all seem to haven't had any rest? You're all weary.
Hard to sleep.
Okay.
So just since Rock has been gone, we lost 3 more.
And they're sleep the same way?
Go to sleep and don't wake up. Healthy men, good men, strong men, and they don't. I don't know what's going on.
And the master of the keep.
Oh, you're looking for Leighton. I'd assume he's in his quarters. At this point, all of your passive perceptions are high enough that you can hear an old man's voice, and the familiar voice answers it. That haughty, almost kind of condescending tone of Triswin floats to your ears.
Ricky!
Well, I got 2 out of 6, right? So that's not bad.
Yeah.
And a rotty around!
Are you just yelling that out?
Yeah.
You see Stumpy Dwarf in full plate armor, dirty, covered in mud. There are twigs and pieces of branch all in his beard. As he comes out, he's kind of red-faced a bit and looks at you all and, oh, good to see you. Glad you made it.
Glad you made
Looks
it
over
too.
at you, Flynn. What the hell happened?
Well, we didn't land where we were supposed to.
I'll say that.
Which was a blessing and a curse.
How was it a blessing?
Ricky and I appeared just in the middle of the forest, and if it wasn't for a group of these guys that came along, we'd still be walking around.
These people all seem to be on edge. Do you think us appearing here again would be all that great of a thing?
I think it would have been better than getting ambushed by cannibalistic plants. Or, carnivorous plants.
Fair enough.
It was more of a squids than a plant.
Now you can call it what you like. It still beat the crap out of all of us.
Call it Bob. We were attacked by Bob.
There was a bit of a problem. See, they don't really know us, and apparently old man Layton, he's not too good with the remembering.
Shite.
You guys can clear this up because, and you can see he has no weapons on his person.
Yeah.
If you can clear this up because they're ready to apparently shackle us and take us down to Greenheart, whatever that is.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Capital of the Eldeen Reaches.
Parker starts heading towards the tower.
What's the hell is a green hat?
And I head with him.
Yo, what's the hell is a green hat?
It's a capital, I think.
So Eldeen Reaches have a capital?
It's a country like any other. Why would it have a capital?
Because it's a shithole.
Alright.
Shithole's a capital.
Watch your tongue there.
You see
My
the
shithole.
other
Not a
ranger kind of
shithole.
squints at him. You're more patient than I am.
He's not the one being consequenced.
Yeah. Now, I gotta get back out there. You guys good?
Yeah.
Alright, well, try not to make too much trouble here, okay?
Alright.
Everybody's kind of on edge.
Good camouflage, by the way. You obviously learned well.
Thanks. He goes and gets himself a small piece of hard bread and some old moldy cheese. Walks out, kind of stuffs his face. Doesn't even bother to cut the mold off the cheese. Just stuffs it in his face and heads back out. They crack the door of the main gate open. And he claps his companion on the shoulder, and they share a much longer than you would have expected, kind of worried look at each other, and he heads out.
So that doesn't give a very confusing look. Why do they look at each other like that?
Why do you bathe with men?
I don't.
Why do
You know,
wear
there's
tight
been a couple of
pants?
times. Oh, well, never mind.
I don't wear tight pants. You wear tight pants.
Maybe wear
Robert,
tight pants.
So you guys gonna be able to help because, like, they've already shackled Tristan.
Oh shit.
I'm still heading my way up to the tower to go talk to the old man.
One another, you will walk free.
He stumps back in. You guys have been inside Layton's room before. As you walk in, you see, not wearing the hat of disguise, a very exposed Triswin, just like Rotmir, covered in scratches, covered in sticks and twigs that have gotten all in her blonde hair. The hat is sitting on the lap of Layton as he kind of looks up at her as she explains in a very curt Triswin manner exactly how she came here and what she expects from Layton. And as the old man just stares at her blankly, he sees the two of you walk in the door, and he, Miss, please. Welcome back, Thraka. I hope the journey was good for you. What you needed.
Thraka embraces the old man.
He shakes your hand.
Yeah, but then he's like, I wouldn't say it's good, but I learned a little bit about myself. And Triswin, give the princess shit a rest for once.
She just kind of, fine. Can I have my hat now? The old man hands the hat over, and she puts the hat on her head and immediately becomes Ricky.
Ah, Ricky.
I don't know which one is uglier.
Mine is.
Depends on which one has its mouth open.
I take it they are with you too.
Yeah, they're with us.
Well, good thing we found them. Wandering the wrong way out in the forest.
Oh, it's much
Sounds like
appreciated.
Triswin.
That makes sense.
So, you ready to get back to work?
There's a little bit more that we have to do.
I was worried you were going to say that. How about you, son? You ready to rejoin the ranks?
I really want to. And you need it. Believe me, I see it.
You don't know nearly how bad it's gotten.
But, seems like him and I seem to be on the same, quest and deal, in part, with what's happening in the dreams.
He kind of narrows his eyes a bit. What do you mean?
You know
I
how...
take you've already heard.
I've heard.
You lost 3 more in a week.
Aye. We're familiar with I guess you could say one of the entities that might be taking care of it.
Your companion Valis has told me about the Dreamer in Darkness. And he's still here, attempting his research to do what he can, but even he hasn't been able to stymie the tide.
No, but I think it's all ultimately linked with our quest in Barovia.
You mentioned it before, but again, you have to understand, Barovia is not my concern. My concern is the Eldeen Reaches.
I understand.
And right now, her protectors are being killed. Reports from Greenheart say that anyone connected with the Wardens of the Wood or the Gatekeepers, and now even the Druids of Winter, even they've had these strange deaths. People going to sleep and never waking up, or waking up screaming and then their heart stopping.
Well,
false seals that does it.
it is. Some of the seals that you're protecting are not really what they seem to be.
What?
I know, it sounds weird. It's all connected to Barovia, as I mentioned. Why people are dying. How Barovia exists where it does, why people can't get in and out.
Okay, hold on. You have to understand, I'm an old man. Explain to me, what do you mean? First off, let's start with false seals.
We've come to find out that some of the seals that you protect.
And how'd you find this?
Part of our quest, through a lot of pain and dangerous knowledge that we gathered.
Okay, and who told you?
Well, Tristan knows some of it. Valis was party to some of it.
Tristan just kind of looks over at Throck and, I'm not supposed to act like a princess.
While
You
talking
can act like
while
one of
Mm-hmm.
the
Ricky-
knights.
That's just funny.
You can act like one of the knights and stop being a spoiled brat to the people that saved you.
We're gonna have words. We're gonna
That's
have words.
fine.
But
Your
she
husband's not here to kill me.
steps back. Oh, don't need his help. And she steps back and crosses her arms and watches the exchange.
I've in part come to be able to, with some help with some of the other, decipher which ones are the fake ones.
Okay, son, you haven't answered my question. Who told you that there were false seals?
It is written of in the Library of Kornberg. It is also spoken of by powerful entities, none other than Leomin the Greater.
This name means nothing to me. And who is he? What connection does he have to the seals?
Well,
And
he was one of the architects.
who helped create them.
That would make him well over 2,000
He's
years
a
old.
dragon.
Yeah.
A dragon, you say?
You know,
Are we really going to
the
skate around
things-
this? Might as well get straight to the blunt point.
This makes me trust him even less.
It was corroborated by.
Well, after he told us this information, he now sans an arm and an eye because his co-conspirators didn't appreciate him releasing the information. We got to see him in that state.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Well, you guys are the ones skating around the issue. Get to the damn heart of the matter. That is a... And unfortunately, that shit is 8. Unless you gave me advantage on it.
No. He goes, don't much like dragons. Bad running with one myself. But you're taking the word of a single dragon telling you to seal there's false seals.
And some from the Fae.
a single dragon, a fake queen, maybe a hag of the old times.
A hag. Oh, that's great character witness.
Yeah, as a fake queen's an awful character witness as well. But all of these powers coming together to say it's the same thing on separate occasions, in separate areas, in some cases separate dimensions. This is not a coordinated lie.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion with disadvantage.
So, regular persuasion? That's only a 30.
Fucking. Give him disadvantage in that 20s. What the fuck?
He kind of looks you over. Okay. Let's say for a second, for devil's advocate, let's say I believe you.
Please,
Let's
not
say-
the devil's advocate. I've dealt with enough devils in the past few months.
And killed them.
And advocated for them.
Let's just throw it out there. Maybe there are these false seals.
So 3 of them.
How? 3 even. Wow, even better. How are you going to tell which seals are good and which seals are bad?
What was the name of the thing? The machine that we were told about at Cornbrook?
Watchtower?
Observatory.
The observer. Well, I go to the observatory and I use it and I find the correct seals.
And
I
also,
feel like that's only half the actual explanation of that.
also, the seals happen to be inscribed in Barovian,
There we go. Well, I thought it was Vistani.
which is why they're
Vistani.
related. Oh, I'm sorry, Vistani. Barovian. Vistani, same difference.
Close enough, I suppose. No, I doubt the Vistani one.
You two know this well. There are hundreds of seals
Aye.
within the Eldeen Reaches.
Aye.
There are seals that lie beyond our borders. What makes you believe none of those seals are false seals?
Because we were given the specific location of the seals in a kind of large geographic phase, which places them within your borders. Otherwise, would be somewhere else.
Now, your talking friend here mentioned the observatory. There's only a single observatory left within the Eldeen Reaches that I know of. And the last person to use that was Olean's apprentice more than 100 years ago.
Aye.
And he claimed his life to do it.
Never said it was gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Nothing ever is.
Everything's supposed to claim my life. Oh, don't go to the ruins of Olmuz, they'll kill you. Oh, don't go to the Demon Reaches, they'll kill you.
Demon Wastes.
Whatever. And in fact, that horrible, horrible place in the middle of the continent.
The Mournland?
That's the bitch. Don't go in the Mournlands. There's a big scary elf tower. It will kill you. I'm still alive. I want to use the observatory to find the seals so I can kill that son of a bitch vampire and finish this.
That's a lot to take in.
Isn't
Aye.
it though? Try living it.
It's given me a headache. I'm not accustomed to goddesses telling me what to do personally.
Look, I'm far too old for this.
You're telling me.
I've been defending this forest for far too long. And now I'm having to watch the men that I have trained for half my life go to sleep and never wake up. Our graveyard is completely full now. We've had to send our dead south to Greenheart to have them interred. I am tired of my men dying.
Then let us.
You think there are false seals? You bring us evidence of this. Concrete evidence. And I will take into consideration. I will even personally send an envoy to Olean and have him help us in this endeavor.
You found concrete evidence? Give him the book you took.
Oh yeah, a book. Let's try it from the Kornberg Library.
Well, it's not really proof for you guys. It just tells you guys about why the seals were made and where they were placed. There's no real pertinent information that he doesn't already know. Like, that's him as he flips through it. You can tell, like, this is nothing new to him. Like, this is... The book doesn't even give you a precise location of any of the seals. It's just a basic style that they look. You know that each seal is different.
Proof?
I hope that book is a real page turner because that's your book now. You cannot pay that late fee.
So,
He closes the book. Funny.
They will kill you.
Now, there's 2 paths ahead of you. This is beyond me. I'm simply just trying to keep this camp alive and trying to make sure that we can defend this. We only have 3 patrols now that are actively trying to defend the SEALs. There's not been a single attack on the SEALs in well over 2 years. Not one.
Yeah, because they don't want the seals broken. So you're using the false ones to bring them closer, and you're stopping them, anyone from invading it.
Makes sense that should they not want them destroyed, they would not be attacking. That makes sense. I can believe that. The entire time I've been within this force, they've at least tried to have small sorties to try to attack the SEALs. I understand. And it is odd that it's not been happening the last couple of years. Odder still is our men going to sleep and not waking up. If what Valis tells me is true, this Dreamer in Darkness is a quarry, some kind of dream demon in the realm of dreams. If that's the case, they're working with the Delacure, or the Cult of the Dragon Below. If that's the case, this, whatever it is, this plan, this idea, it's been going on for centuries.
Aye.
Closer to millennia.
If they tricked members of the old gatekeepers into creating the seals that would protect this other place, that would put us in harm's way, I cannot discount that fact. That's a possibility. You could go to the observatory and you could try to divine the secrets of it from there. The oldest creature in this world is Oleon the Druid, the Great Oak. You can head to Greenheart and you can seek his guidance. But in the end, it's up to you. I do not move. I cannot allow you. I cannot reveal the location of any of these seals without at least an idea of which ones are bad. And then I would have to send my own people with you to make sure that you all are on the up and up. Now, I'm going to do something. And I hope that means I can trust you. I need each of you guys to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
That? Wow, hey. 19.
That's a 12.
12.
25.
16.
I ask you. And you can feel now there's something compelling you to speak the truth and nothing but. I don't care what they have to say. Only you. Are you lying to me?
Everything that I tell you is true to my knowledge.
What is your intention if you discover which seals are corrupted?
My intention is to destroy the seals that are corrupted, and with them lies a key back to Barovia.
Would you ever knowingly let harm come to any of the seals that are not corrupted?
I'd never. I consider this place as much as a home, my home as much as yours, and protect it just as equally as you do.
I was there when you were born. I saw them pull you from your mother. They killed her, God bless her soul. I saw you run around my knees, learning the craft. I even taught you how to fire your first bow. I don't really care much for that contraption on your back. But I see before me a man of conviction. I'll trust you for now. And I'll allow you to move about the reaches unmolested by us. How you come with the evidence, that's up to you. But prove to me. Make me feel at ease.
I will.
How
That's
you
my
wish to do
intention.
that is up to you. If you truly, truly wish to head towards the observatory, I can inform you of this location, and I can send the guides there, the men who defend it.
Aye.
Or
That would bring us to proof.
it may.
If what I've been told is true, it will bring us the proof.
You can trust the observatory. Path is dangerous. It is not a place for tender feet. Or you can head into Greenheart and see if Olean is willing to wake and help you in your quest. Either way, the path ahead is murky at best.
I always think that we need the best help that we can get.
Please, it's heading towards nightfall. We don't have much in the way of supplies, but you're free to take what you can, replenish yourselves, sleep out of the rain.
Thank you.
In the morning, well, we'll see what happens then.
I'll come back and meet with you before I take off in the morning, before we leave.
I would hope so.
Hey, thank you for your hospitality again and your understanding.
Calls back
Howard. To me.
and a half orc comes from the back room and bends down, allows him to put his hand on his shoulder, and he helps him to his feet. And very slowly, he helps the old man back into his bed chambers. And as he's walking away, he turns around.
I hope you all sleep well.
And he goes back into his room. You all now stand within the small sitting area of his very meager furnishings.
Oh, I suggest we all get some rest for the night. I think we should go and seek the advice first. It'd make sense. It'd be prudent.
Don't we need a druid anyways?
Yeah, as much as I have faith in you, I think that a druid would probably be better.
It was just somebody of great power, right?
Someone of stalwart will, or someone preferably someone who's one with nature. But that's preferred. If you don't have it,
Yeah, you go speak to his old druid. If that doesn't work, I makes the observatory work for us.
well, you guys know you wouldn't be able to use Olean in order to go to the observatory with you, as Olean is the largest tree in the world.
He still speaks to his
Quit calling
druid.
him Olean and call him what he really is. Yggdrasil.
Pretty
Speak
much.
to the druid.
And then, what about what's his name?
Alright.
What's his name? Yeah.
The druid.
The little gnome druid.
It's the one that serves.
Yeah.
You hear a voice from the back of the room as the half orc is standing on the other side of the. It's not a door. It's just like a piece of cloth that's been spread across it to give the old man a little bit of privacy.
Tech.
Oh yeah, Tech.
Yeah, he's been around.
Would you happen to know where he might be?
Still wouldn't
Or how to
be
get in
bad.
contact with him?
Getting in contact with him is easy. That's the easy part.
You send for him to meet us in Greenheart, yeah.
I can't guarantee, but a message can be sent.
Yeah.
Tell him a favor is owed and we call it in.
Will do. Who do I say is sending it?
It's the Knights of Fate.
Aye.
Thank you again.
Have a talk with a tree, assuming it will speak to us, and then go to an
Let's
observatory.
get out of the old man's
Yeah,
area.
let's
Let's
Simple
sleep.
plan, I like it.
go and reassure Rocky I'm sure he's over there about ready to.
Oh, he's standing there with you.
Oh, okay.
So-
Howarth returns the weapons to Trisman and Rotmere.
So we
As
go.
you guys find it's basically what was left of the barn that's been kind of converted into a sleeping area. It's still old hay on the floor. You know, there's no beds to speak of, but it's at
Good
least
times.
it's at least dry.
Yeah. I decided to make a tea out of the mushrooms.
Rotmere kind of looks at you all and like, so are we going down to Greenheart to talk to a tree, or are we just gonna let him go to the observatory and do that? I mean that one sounds faster, right?
We talked to the old druid. Get some introspect before we go potentially die again.
Yeah, we could do with a little of that.
And we do have a tendency of just going half-cocked into these things. Maybe it'd be wise to...
He'd know a lot about not going off half-cocked.
He blows himself up a lot. He blows himself up out of the woods.
He has to cock completely in order to fire. Well, I'll go where you guys go. I mean, gotta try to have your back. From the looks of it, you guys didn't do too well walking south. I mean, we did okay. I mean, I fell in the river, but other than that, I mean, we did okay.
Yeah, let's just to say that...
Barry stumbled into some very hideous squid things. He was doing some very shitty scouting like usual. I, on the other hand, spotted them and saved everyone.
You mean you had that fungus trying to get among us?
Yeah, the fungus attacked you. Rather like every visit to a city ever.
Yeah.
So,
Just because the women like me.
just to
Don't
make
hate me.
sure that we're on the usual path of creepy and weird shit that we do. If we're going to walk through the worst forest in the world to talk to a tree.
Aye.
And then, depending on whether or not the creepy old tree decides to talk to us, we're going to go do what we were going to do in the first place.
Aye.
Marvelous. This sounds like a great idea. I'm in.
Okay. Oh, just glad we're on the same page.
I got dragged into a
But not
fucking fight
even
with a
in
giant demon. So, I don't want to hear it. Like, I walked into that shit pretty much blind. And you talk about the worst fucking woods ever. I got knocked the fuck out twice, you know?
You
It's
weren't
like,
even blind. You were
As
blind
you
for like
guys
a minute.
as you guys are talking, that
oh, that's right.
half-orc comes up again,
I
leans
was talking about
against the column that next to the wooden column next to outside. Looks inside at you guys. You all heading to Greenheart?
Aye.
Not intentionally.
You want to come along?
Well, if you're gonna move through the area, that's my stomping grounds. Me and my group, we can see all through if you want.
Right. Well, I'm sure Tharka would like to have another half-orc around.
The old man told you the seals may not be getting attacked, but there's plenty of ambushes being set out for us out there. So safety in numbers a bit.
We might have noticed a one or two.
We gotta head into Greenheart anyway, and there's 6 of you and 3 of us, so 9's better than 3 and 9's better than 6.
But
Aye.
if you need someone to hide behind, you can come with us.
Funny.
He tends to disappear, though, when you hide behind him.
Occasionally.
Look, it's a simple thing. We can go ourselves or we can guide you guys.
Huh.
I'll say we go together.
It's a wiser.
It'd be
We'll
nice
go
if I
together.
didn't have to guide my ass through the woods again.
Alright.
I'm tired of shit.
Alright then. I'll collect up my compatriots. Be here at dawn. We'll get a quick breakfast and we'll be on our way.
Aye.
Alright then. Sleep well.
That's right.
Hope you all wake up. And he turns around and walks away.
Good thing I don't sleep.
So I make a tea out of the mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh my fucking.
Anyone want some?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pour the tea in the special cup and then give it back to Barry.
No, I have the fish.
It doesn't affect the alcohol, but do you give up your cup?
No. Fuck no, that's my precious.
As you drink the tea, it calms you. After a couple of hours, you start to get kind of jittery, and it makes the walls move a bit. It's not too bad.
Does it give him the bubble guts?
Oh yeah. You gotta take a shit the next day.
Shotgun
Yeah,
shits
yeah.
into the woods.
Kapow!
That's what your gun did to you in the fight.
So,
Kapow.
then we're off to Greenheart with the big creepy orc.
Before dawn, I go up and see.
Okay. That night, you all sleep.
Yeah.
I would like each of you to go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
I read a book because I don't sleep.
Roll me an insight check, please.
26. 26?
14.
26.
19.
$17.
17? The three of you have terrible dreams. Point of where, in the middle of the night, each of you at several points wake up, cold sweat,
I can't sweat.
just chilled to the bone.
Cold feathers.
You can't, as soon as you go to try to remember it, the dream immediately is gone. You can't remember what scared you so. But just being here makes you feel uncomfortable. You, when you wake up, for just a few moments, you feel a presence slowly fading from your mind.
What kind of presence?
It's like some other kind of consciousness that was pushed in against you.
Something
And
alien?
Oh, definitely, I mean, alien in that you have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
that-
feel like any other.
It's that same kind of feeling when Thraka talks to you in your mind, but not the same. Similar, but very different.
That was creepy. So I suggest we leave this place now. Something is trying to work its way into our minds.
Yeah. It wasn't a very good sleep for me either.
No, I mean literally something creepy, something from not around here is trying to get in your brain.
So it wasn't the tea.
No, it was not your hallucinogenic hippie tea. Haven't we had a discussion about not doing dumb shit?
Yeah, we did have one of those.
And don't I always end up doing it anyway?
Fucking Thraka just looks up. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I should send you to the dark place again, Perry.
And what good would it do with us all?
It would free me from your nagging voice for a minute.
Do you need to go to the no-no place?
Last time I sent him to the dark place, it was hilarious. He screamed like a little girl. He was still screaming when he landed back here.
That's a bunch of shite. And you know it.
No, there's a bunch of shite was in your pants.
No,
That
that was
sounds
just
like
because
you.
I hadn't bathed in a while.
That sounds like you. You shit yourself a lot.
No, it's camouflage.
Yeah, kind of good. So if we go to Green Hut,
I'm just going to forget that conversation ever took place.
Stinky the Orc, lead away.
So you guys wake up the following morning, have yourselves a meager breakfast. As you all are kind of collecting up, three figures approach you all. Two of them are half-orcs. One of them wears old leather armor. Looks like it's been patched for years and years. He's got to be well into his 50s. Most of his hair is fallen out. What hair he has left is stark white. He does have fairly prodigious beard that Rotmir kind of looks at and nods at in respect. The other half-orc appears to be much younger, very similar looking to him. Howarth is the older. He appears to be probably Howarth's son. Very similar in features, very similar stature, though the younger one is missing one of his tusks. You know half-orcs regrow their tusks fairly quickly, so this had to have happened fairly recently that he lost it. Howarth comes in and points at the smaller human to his left, who holds two short swords at his belt and a very fine-looking longbow on his back. This is Lysimir. This is my son Tomic. Lysimir just kind of nods at you all. He's blonde. I'm sorry. He has two battle axes on his belt. Sorry, not two short swords. He has blonde hair, fairly long. He does have quite a bit of growth on his face. Not like he's growing the beard on purpose, more that it's just lack of a razor and the wherewithal to actually try to do it, keep it trimmed up. So it grows pretty scraggly. The other half orc is he's very young. You see on his head he has what looks to be a steel mask that's just a blank piece of steel with one line through the center of it, eye holes and a small mouth hole. Some kind of covering, for his face. He has on his back a bow, a quiver, and a fairly large greatsword. Haworth also wields a greatsword.
It's a very subtle one, I would say.
At some point, you can go and pay respects
We're
to
never subtle. Not that you're subtle yourself.
Well, you ought to head into Leighton and let them know what you decided to do.
Hey, Thorka,
Sometimes you don't even know if I'm there.
Thorka, let's go talk to Leighton. You gotta let him know.
Leighton already knows that we're leaving.
Well, some of us have to pay our respects to him.
Why are you wasting time?
Just ignore him and walk on.
Okay. You guys come into Leighton. He's an early riser. He's already up and had his breakfast, and he's writing out missives and other things, and requests for supplies and more men, as he usually sends. But as you guys knock on the door, he looks over and, what have you all decided?
Oh, we're gonna go down and seek advice.
I'm gonna talk to the tree.
Alright, I believe Haworth and his son, I believe that's their area. If I were you, I would
Hey,
get them to lead you down. We've had to abolish the previous paths that we would take.
well,
It's a
we're going
request.
with him.
Oh,
We've already spoke to him.
good.
They requested our protection.
Shut up.
I hope Olean can give you the wisdom you seek.
As do I.
If not, maybe some firefoot.
I certainly.
Really? We're going there.
We could use all the wisdom.
He chuckles when he says that. Like,
That would be fun to watch you try, son. Very, very fun.
Well, if
If
it really
Flynn
isn't
gets
that
his ass
powerful,
kicked by a
then I'd like
tree.
to want to see that too.
I hope to see you when we come back.
Safe travels, my son.
Yeah. Stay strong.
It's the blessings of Elandra upon you.
Take this with you.
and he hands you a couple of missives.
Alright, I'll make sure they get delivered.
Make sure they get there.
Aren't you a good little mailman?
Has anyone told you that? Shut the fuck up.
Repeatedly, but it never takes.
I noticed.
The trio of rangers wait for you guys at the main gate as you all collect up.
Alright, come on. Let's get a move on.
Aye.
They open up the door and they begin moving out. They turn to you and
You're not going to be able to take that thing with you. You can room it here, but,
Yeah, I'm not leaving it.
What thing?
well,
Oh.
that thing's going to get us seen by everything in the damn forest.
Yeah, and she'll eat you if I don't tell her to be quiet. What's your point?
Go ahead, let her try to eat me. I've killed things like her for breakfast yesterday.
I don't like him.
With
Don't you have like
Kushlis,
some pockets or
simple.
something to shove her into?
He can stay with his raptor here if you guys want. I can take care of the rest of you.
you know, we will be back. Is there something we can do?
I leave her, and if anything happens, I burns this whole hellhole to the ground.
Cool. Good to watch you try.
What?
It's only you against 100 gatekeepers. I like the odds.
Yeah, maybe you need more help.
You know what? We've got more pressing matters than
Let's stop fighting.
some
Let's
dick
fucking
waving.
move.
Well, then you tell your friend.
He's gonna
Leave the
leave.
fucking raptor. It'll be fine. It's in the fucking wood. There's lots of little squirrels and shit for fucking Makushla to eat and shit. She'll be happy fucking all the wildlife into oblivion.
What do you say, boy?
Just make sure she'll be well fed.
Feed her some gnomes.
There's no way I can put her in a pocket, is there?
what do you mean?
Dimensional pocket. No.
Oh no, she don't fit in that. Dimensional pockets are small things.
There used to be a spell for this, but I don't think
There's
it
a
exists
pocket.
anymore. You could turn the mount into a figurine.
Don't want to leave my mount behind.
I understand. You've grown attached to it.
Can't you just like Shazam it or whatever like Rotmere does with the fucking pig thing or whatever?
Nope.
Goat fucker.
No.
But we do need to move a bit stealthily.
We don't
She
want-
can be stealthy.
Yeah, in a very big kind of way. It's hard to
Well,
mask
you
that.
know she's not a stealthy kind of hunter. She's more of a run stuff down kind of hunter.
snooting his
Stealth.
fucking.
Nonsense! The
Snooting the
attack never
fucking
comes from the front. It comes from the side.
No, that's the smaller raptors. This is the much larger one that doesn't have a pack. They're pretty much solitary hunters.
Flynn, what would you ever be able to live with yourself if she accidentally stepped into one of the traps?
Be able to live a lot better with me than whoever set the trap and then it was immolated.
You know what? Chances are whoever set the trap is dead already. You've seen half of them are gone.
I fight the bloodline out. It's not a big deal.
Come on.
There's not a lot of fucking out here.
You know better, Flynn.
I don't trust the gatekeepers. I don't lose them.
You don't
I do.
trust
And you know me.
anyone.
I trust you.
Well enough to you trust me to be in the way of every fireball at this point.
How many times have I set you on fire? You haven't even hit me more than twice.
And if they hurt Makushla, I'll personally help you.
I haven't hit you at all.
They won't, though.
Except for the silence spell. I missed that.
Actually, some of them might be better with animals than you are. Or better with her than you are.
No, they won't.
You'd be surprised.
She's mine.
Nobody's trying to take her. She's just taking a vacation.
I don't suppose we can throw up the door. And just leave it here for a while.
Mm-hmm. So, are you staying or are you going?
You could stay here.
We are going to talk to retreating. I don't think you're going to be sweet talking it.
And while you stay here, we can always, you can have Val. By the way, I do need to go give this to Valis.
Why do I need to leave Makushla? She's small-ish.
That right there. Ish.
He needs me to repeat myself.
Don't be rude, little man. You don't have the facilities for it.
Because we're going to be going.
I'm being as rude as I want because I have all the facilities for it.
We're going to be moving rather silently, quickly.
She's moved silently. She moved silently through Omu.
Yeah, but she's a giant target.
She's a little target. She slinks along close to the
And
ground.
brightly colored. And while you're stable, I'm going to go give this book to Valis.
Oh, Valis is here.
Dallas is still here.
Valis, you take care of Makushla. I burn this whole village to the ground.
Dallas is here. You know, I'll stop you from doing that, right?
You can try. That's cute. Please take care of her. Seriously, though.
His ego has not abated, and in fact, it has expanded.
That's cool. I like my chances.
And if you could,
No, I didn't say you didn't have chances. I just said his ego's big.
read through this book thoroughly.
I already have a lot of homework. You're going to give me more.
Seriously, though. Take care
This
of
one is.
Fine.
He takes the book.
That big book's most likely
Wait a minute.
nothing.
He opens the book up. What fucking asshole stole this book?
It's a long
That
story.
one.
That one.
I know, I'm surprised. I thought I might be the one to do it. But no, he's got to outdo the road.
Wow.
It's going to be returned, but
But he didn't
it was a
decide.
It's not gonna be
situation that
returned.
couldn't have been avoided, given the circumstances.
No, it really
Very
didn't.
important.
You know what? You know what? I don't need to hear anymore. I'm just adding to the pile. Okay?
Top of the pile?
I'm already
It's
lives
fine.
of gatekeepers or this book.
Book is more important.
You understand how that's connected to
Not
the lives of the
really.
gatekeepers.
Yeah, the book is
This-
here. And the lives of the
This looks to
gatekeepers,
me
some of them.
like it's just a kind
Every
of
single gatekeeper is
treatise
that
on
book.
how they made the gates, but not even the science or the magic behind it.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna put the lives of these guys over that.
Okay, well, there might be something related, in there.
On that note, please take good care of Makushla and make sure she has fresh meat.
I'll tell them to feed her. I got better things to do. But I'll tell them to feed her.
Please take good care of Makushla and make sure she has fresh meat.
Again. Why don't you guys just put her in the damn guild hall?
There's been some problems with that.
Huh.
There's a chance it might turn
Hey,
into a building.
Quick question. How's your magic?
So teleportation is off.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, otherwise we would have scared all these
Ah.
gatekeepers again.
We were in a bit of a scuffle, and I tried to dimension door, and instead of dimension door where I wanted to, I dimension door about 60 feet in the air. I mean, of course, I have feather fall, so that's fine, but yeah, it's been acting a little jittery.
Hey,
Huh.
I'm sure it's all related.
Kind of sucks that it took me all these years to get powerful enough to be able to do things like teleport around the world, and now suddenly it's not working so well.
Yeah, I blame the Barovians and the idiot gatekeepers who've been watching this series.
Watch your
Alright,
tongue!
time to go.
Yeah, you see the look on Horth's face just kind of, he just narrows his eyes right at Flynn.
Let's go before we start a war. Let's go.
I still got silence.
It doesn't matter. He's done it without saying
We-
words before.
We just don't have to hear him at that point.
And we're here.
And please, don't piss off our guides.
Draka walks out and he starts walking towards the gate. He's done fucking with the menial shit.
Yeah, Tomic and Lismir have already headed off. Horth.
Hey,
Alright, you ladies done.
I'm done. Let's go.
Turns around and begins walking out.
I would like to have my mount for more than 20 minutes once in this campaign.
You had it for entire game sessions. In Omu. And that's your guys' choice.
No, I stabled it at Omu.
No, you used it in
I
Omu.
had to stable it at Omu. Because
You
wouldn't
walked
go to-
from Nyanzaru all the way to Omu the entire time on your mount. You were literally on your mount for weeks.
I had to stable it.
Only when you guys were on
We
the
were
boat?
in boats on Omu.
Yeah, you were only
Yeah.
boats for half the journey.
The whole way down, I had to stable her because
Yeah,
that was before we
that
had
was only
that.
half the journey. The other way, you guys actually walked across.
We didn't have the door. I couldn't take her with us in the door.
No, she was with you.
No, we left
Yeah.
her in Omu. The prince took care of her.
I'll have to look at my notes. I'm pretty sure you took her with you.
No, I wish I did. It would have been nice.
Don't worry, Flynn. The next
Then
town
you guys
we
gotta
go,
stop going into places where you can't take her. I mean,
the next town we go to, Flynn, I'll make sure that you get to have a parade with riding on her back. Now let's hurry up and go.
There we go.
Okay, so you all begin heading out.
I'm gonna know that.
The three rangers are very quiet, and they move with a practiced precision that makes you guys a little envious at how good of a unit these guys function as. You guys do your best to keep up, but these guys are fast moving through this brush, and they're making hardly any noise at all. So I need each of you guys to go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
Nope.
I know you're allowed to not roll around like a jackass die.
I rolled a 6, which makes it a 23.
Okay.
20. Not nat 20, but 19
Okay,
plus 1.
21.
And
9.
okay. Every time you guys are moving through and Flynn steps on something and it crackles or moves through the bushes and makes a sound, you hear one of the three rangers kind of give a snicker. You guys move. You two know that Greenheart is a 3-day walk from here. You guys know it's a 3-day walk from here. You guys can travel the entirety of the first day in relative silence, sticking with them. As it gets closer to nightfall, they begin searching for a good spot to camp, and they camp in the trees.
Yeah, okay. I'll find a tree. to
Do the
perch.
same.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep like a bat hanging upside down.
It is
Fucking word chickens.
incredibly uncomfortable. Real quick though, during the day, I would like each of you guys to go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
That is another 14 because
18.
this die does not want to roll
18?
up to 10.
14.
14.
14.
14. It's odd. That slow sense of dread, that same feeling that you had at night, right past midday, you begin to feel it creep back in a bit. And it's almost like Thraka constantly talks to you in your head. And it feels similar to that, but very different. It doesn't speak to you. It says nothing. There's no images that flash. It's just the faintest touch of a presence upon your mind.
You feel that too?
Yeah, I told you about this previously.
I know.
Oh, but don't listen to Flynn and make him leave his most treasured possession with a bunch of hillbillies in the middle of the woods.
I thought your most treasured possession was the
Probably more
fucking
broken.
belt.
Militant hippies.
No, that's my most expensive possession.
My most treasured possession is between my legs. We got the rifle there.
Huh, good thing that didn't get cut off, huh? Because apparently it wouldn't have come back.
Pull out a monocle and start.
It's
No,
a
if you
nice
think about it,
looking
if she cut, if the rock Sasha had cut your dick off, it wouldn't have come back because the wounds haven't closed up yet. You would have been dickless.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an experiment. Let's find out.
Oh,
You'd
did I
been
heal over the
dickless
night?
every winkle.
Yeah, you still heal up if you take a long rest.
Okay.
Are the
And then-
wounds still visible, or just the Rakshasa wounds?
On the first long
Do
rest?
you check?
What? Yeah, check.
Saying nothing's changed.
It's still there.
You did take a long rest, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
How many hit die come back on a long rest?
Half your hit die.
Half hit.
Yeah, half your spent hit die.
If you make the mistake of using this,
That's
you get a
yours.
lot of them back. Then again, I guess that was about
Thank
it,
you.
wasn't it?
Don't.
I spent a lot.
Can I have my spell back?
What spell? You don't get a spell.
He's got that.
You don't get a spell. Let me sort this pile of crap and I'll give it to you.
I need another insert for this. Nope. At some point.
Stupid.
The what?
Another full page insert for the.
Yeah, you did. So does he.
I think that's yours.
I was given a third one at one point, but
I
I
have
at that
a
time.
I have a buttload of them at the house, so it's no big deal. Okay. The next morning, as you guys wake up, sore and tired. This is not how you guys are used to traveling. Again, if not for Perry, you guys probably wouldn't even be able to keep up with these other rangers, and they do not slow down for you guys to catch up. If you guys can't keep up, you're left behind. They don't really seem too much to care about whatever quest you guys are on, but it's very clear, especially to you and you, that without them actually leading you through this, this is a minefield. You guys have seen traps laid out all over the place, and these are very, very well hidden traps. As you guys are moving through the second day, I would go ahead and like Thraka and Perry to both roll me a survival check.
5.
Woo! I'm useful.
Do I try to
25?
dig a ship trench and fall in?
25?
Yeah.
Oh, you got 20 more than me. Show off. Bitch.
As you've been pretty much just following them. These, while you don't know these guys personally, you've seen them around the camp several times. Even before you left, you saw them. You came up with Tomic a bit. While you guys weren't fast friends, you guys at least were aware of each other. He was more brute force. He wasn't much in the way. He wasn't very good with a bow. Not really good with finesse. He's got ham hocks. I mean, giant hands. And he uses the weapon to suit him. So you guys didn't really travel too much in the same circles. He was more used as a battering ram type of guy. While you were sent more on, while he's stealthy, you're still much more so. And you're better at range. You're better as a scout. He's more of a frontline person. You're very aware of these guys. You've seen them around all the time. They're one of two groups still within the encampment that they they're still a team. Normally, somebody dies off, somebody gets replaced, somebody moves on. These guys have been together for at least the last 5 or 6 years that you can remember, and they're good. I mean, the paths that they travel and the areas that they patrol, they constantly come back with trophies. They constantly are defending. You know, while you don't know the location of which one they protect, but there are SEALs on their patrols, and they actively protect them. While the SEALs themselves have not been attacked, any creature that gets near them, they hunt it down and they brutally kill it. They do not mess around when it comes to that. You, with your 25, you see just off in the distance, and you guys are kind of slowly heading towards in that direction. You can see what looks to be a very old, small tower that used to be set here. This was one of the older towers of the Decani Empire. That, again, there were towers set out every 5 to 10 miles just so they could keep watch on these areas. And this is one of them. It's like the keep before. Most of the nature has reclaimed it. There is maybe 30 feet of tower left within it. The rest of it has collapsed in on itself. You can see one of the entire walls is gone itself. And like the Decani towers, it's not round in nature. This is a square tower. When you see it, a light bulb goes off in your head. And you realize as you look around, you're not traveling south. You're traveling west. Greenheart's to the south of you, almost directly south of the encampment. About a 3-day walk from the encampment.
Why you lead us the wrong way?
Who do you say that to?
Hogarth.
Howard?
Hogarth.
He stops, turns, and looks at you.
What?
Free my wand.
Greenheart's that way.
Yeah, and the path we gotta take to that's this way. Look, you want to help or not?
Okay. Just should have let us know beforehand. I was.
Go and roll me an insight check.
13.
17.
It's not what he says. It's not how he says it. It's the glassy look in his eyes. Like, he's looking at you, but it's like his eyes aren't registering you. Though he still talks to you, still speaks with you. And you're just getting that touch of there's something off about him.
Can I peer into his mind?
Raise my rifle. What the hell's going on?
Wand's up.
No, you can't. As you raise your rifle, he turns to Tomik and Lismir.
I guess here's good enough.
And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.